Hi, hope everyone, my name is Mr. Fruit, and welcome to Die in the Dungeon, a brand new roguelike game that just released. Wasn't sure what to expect, but I played one run, and needless to say, that's why I'm making this video. I love it. It's freaking great. So we're gonna hop right into it, and I'll explain as we go. I did just unlock the second character, but since it's our first video and whatnot, and well, I don't even know how to use them, we're going to use the default character, Sender. I unlocked another relic. So we get to choose a starting relic here. We'll choose the new one I unlocked. It won't mean much to you now, so I won't bother going over it for now. These are a preview of the starting dice that we'll get, because this is like a dice deck builder, if that makes sense. We don't have cards, we have dice. And because I won, it appears to have a difficulty system. So what I won on is no extra rules. We're going to try difficulty D1, stronger enemies. So if we lose, and I have an excuse, because it was a harder difficulty, obviously. So let's go ahead and hop into it. It's super simple, and I'll be honest, the first few fights I was like, okay. But then I started getting some new dice, got some relics that made me want to change my build completely, and it's really cool. If you've ever played Dice Forge, it's one of my favorite board games, because you get to customize your dice. Well, it's like that. But a roguelike, so I'm freaking here for it. So, we could play the tutorial, but I'll walk you guys through it. Forget about it. So on the left here, we have our character. On the right, obviously the enemies we're going to be trying to defeat. That's simple. Above our heads, in our heart, are both of our HP totals. So I have 20, they have 8. To the left, it shows the enemy's intent for that turn. So, or above it, because sometimes it'll be to the right if they're going to shield. So this fella's going to hit me for 2 damage. The sword here shows that I'm targeting them because sometimes there's more than one enemy. More often than not, I should say. There's more than one enemy. And we go from there. That's pretty much it. Once we beat it, it's just like, you know, Slay the Spire kind of roguelike vibe. You have a map, choose the route you want to go, and run into various things. And here is our hand. Or the dice that we drew. The remaining dice are in our draw pile, which we'll get next turn. And we have energy. So again, if you've played a card roguelike, deck building roguelike, it's very similar. You have a turn, you have to play things, but things cost energy, a resource, in this case energy. When you run out of energy, you end your turn, it plays out, the enemy does their thing, you go to the next turn. So, let's start. We have a couple different dice. This one is more straightforward. It's an attack dice. However, it's a D8. Because you see there's D4, D6, and D8. Depending on the dice they are, how many faces they are, is how much they cost. So D8 cost 2 energy to play, but it generally means they have more faces and usually higher numbers to roll. An attack dice, if I were to play it right here, well, it has a face of 6, so it's worth 6. So I will be hitting them for 6 damage. And because it's a splash attack, I would do half that damage to other enemies, but they're the only enemies, so we'd be doing 6 damage. Now we can actually win in 1 turn. Well, how is that? We have a blue dice, which is a block. Obviously, I do that. I'll gain block. It'll negate some damage. Doesn't carry over to the next turn. Well, that's not going to help you win, Mr. Fruit. You're right. But we have a basic boost, D6. Boost dice are pretty simple. So since the value is 1, if I were to put the boost dice in the middle, 1 dice, 1 pip, 1, what the fudge, like 1 block? I think like 1 slot. 1 slot away will get +1. So if I were to put the dice in here, suddenly it gets that +1 value. Now I'm hitting for 7. But if you'll notice, we rolled a 2 basic boost D6. So if I were to place it in the middle, you'll see now it reaches out 2 slots and it gives +2. So if it were 3, it would obviously do 3. If you get the idea. But because of this, we put this in here, and we put our 6 in here, totaling to 8. Math is crazy. That's all of our energy, so I finished my turn. But guess what? We killed them. Bada bing, bada boom. So they don't even get to do a turn. There's no other enemies, so we don't need to worry about it. And you guessed it. Like I said, it's a dice builder. So we complete an encounter, whatever it might be. Rewards. So we finish a fight. We get to see if we want to add a dice to our inventory. Now we're starting to see a couple different dice, or at least properties. So this is also where it kind of gets interesting. To the left and right, you'll see here there's a little icon. A dice can have two properties. These have one property, and that property is glass. It can only be used once per fight, which sometimes is good, sometimes is bad, but some cases, you know, you have a dice that really you only want to use once in a fight, so you use it, it's discarded, and then you don't have to worry about drawing it again, so you can get through the rest of your dice easier. Again, if you played a deck builder, you know, you don't want to thicken your deck, you want to thin it so that you can get to your combo as easy as possible. So we already know what the block does, but this is a D4. So a D4 costs 0. Now granted, it has less sides, but generally lower values. A D6 costs 1. So 0 for D4, 1 for D6, 2 energy for a D8. Basic boost. So again, it's a D4. We have some of these, but this would be free. And then another new dice that we can touch on is the terrain dice. So if you play the terrain dice, depending on the face it has rolled, so let's say it rolled a 3, you would apply a +3 to that slot it is used on. So it acts like a basic boost, but it stays there. And so you use the terrain, it'll give it a +3, and then you can slot things in there otherwise, whereas the boost has to be in play, but this will remain. Pretty neat. It has a glass property, which is a little unfortunate, but the boost is always solid. Has a lot of 0 sides, though, in the block. Maybe we want, but for the sake of it, I think we'll grab this terrain, even though it is glass. I like to reuse terrain dice, but that's all right. So then we need to plan our route accordingly. I want to try and hit up as many elite battle tiles as possible. Very Slay the Spire code, you know what I'm saying? Because elite battles will give you relics. And, you know, I'm saying a lot of buzzwords. Ooh, what's a relic? Well, it's like this. The starting relic we got, which is high ground on odd turns. So when you start a game, for instance, it's turn 1. I'd get 1 lucky. And dice get an extra value every time I re-roll them. We'll talk about re-roll later. But the lucky modifier allows me to re-roll 1 dice from my hand. And so it gets a face that I don't want. Let's say we rolled a 0 on 1, but there's a 6. And we're like, well, 0 is the lowest roll possible. Re-roll, boom, we can use it. But you get more relics as you go, and especially if you played Slay the Spire and stuff, you know that that's where things get crazy. That's really where the synergies come in, and then you want to build your dice accordingly. So we don't have any real direction yet because we don't have any of those. But we're going to look, obviously, we're going towards the final boss of Area 1. So we have a monster battle here. We could hit 1, 2, 3, 3. Or we could go up top and also hit 3. But either way, it looks like we need to get here. We do not want to take this path. We could go battle, random event, forge campfire. Sure. Either way, it's a battle down here, so yeah, it doesn't matter here. So let's just go battle tile. Now we'll change accordingly. You know, you have to be fluid with your decision making because maybe we're struggling, or maybe there's a different tile that suddenly we would rather go to. I won't go for all the elites, especially if, like, you know, we're nearly dead. Because it's important to note, your health carries over to the next fight. So if this guy hits me for 6 damage right now, what the fudge? I'd have 14, and then I enter the next fight with, you guessed it, 14. So you have to really manage your health. Otherwise, you could lose. Now, these are all harder, so I'm not entirely sure what all that, like, is it just flat stat increase? I imagine for a lot of them. But this is our first introduction to a unique enemy. So the last one was just a fly dude. You know, he just attacked, whatever. But you'll see because of this icon I'm about to hover over, when there's something to the left of an enemy, that's their special thing they do. So this guy has the Tangler modifier. He applies the Tangled slot to one of my random slots on the board each time they deal damage to the player. So if I were to not block this damage, they would hit me twice. They're doing 3 damage twice. Then they would tangle 2 slots, which, it says right there, tangled, reduces the value of the dice on that board slot by 1. No bueno. We don't want that. But mayhaps not be able to prevent any of that anyway. So as we start, we have our starting dice here. We didn't draw the terrain, the block, or the heal. We drew all of our attack and boosts. So it looks like we will be negating none damage. Not great. Now, before we go, I have a reroll because it's turn 1. So you'll see here, I have 1 lucky, which allows me to reroll one of my dice. I have no idea where I'm going to put my face cam because there's so much stuff that pops up all over the place. But that's a problem for future Fruit. Good luck editing, Fruit. I think we're going to reroll the... We'll see, we could reroll the basic splash attack. I mean, rerolled the lowest face value. On average, we're going to hit 4, but we could go all the way up to 6. But that costs 2 energy. Whereas we could think if we reroll the basic boost, for instance. We rolled 1 on all of them, of course. But if we got a 3 here, that would allow us to play 2 boosts and a single attack. But I don't think that is necessarily better. So we're going to reroll this dice. We end up hitting 6. You know it. And like it says right here, because we rerolled it, it gets an extra value. So this is actually going to hit for 7. And then I could boost it for 1. But that would be the rest of our energy. So it makes more sense just to use the attack dice to do another 2. Because that's, I mean, you get it. So we're going to do 9 damage. We're going to take a fair bit, though. I'm not going to lie. Taking just 6 to the face right now. Don't love it. And here we see the Tangled. So for the rest of this match, they're Tangled. Now, a lot of the times they disrupt your boards. You usually just have to put a dice in there once, and then it'll disappear. In this case, I don't think it's going to happen. But interestingly, ooh, I just realized this too. That +1 value it gets stays for the entire fight. I thought it might just be for that one turn. But as you can see, it's a 4-side, because we redrew it. We only have so many dice. And it still has the +1. Very nice indeed. Now we have our healing dice, which is glass and faulty. So it breaks after 1 use, and it can't be upgraded or granted more properties. So it's pretty poopy, but healing's pretty strong. So we'll use it wherever we can. And it's an even turn, so we didn't get a reroll. Bro's still doing 6 damage to us, which is still crazy. But there is a world where we don't have to worry about that because we kill them. If we put the +3 modifier, put our 5 damage dice in there, that's going to do 8. That's the rest of their health. And I can throw in my heal in this +3 because it'll go through my entire turn even if I don't kill them. So I will kill them, but then also get the 4 healing to bring into the next fight. That's value. Well done, Cinder. No new blocks here, I should say. So we mentioned splash attack, but there are different attack dice. So basic attack is just damage to that person. Splash attack is, like I said, damage to that person, and then half of that value to other people in the fight. So we actually found a D6 splash attack. This one is, of course, glass. We're finding a lot of glass. It's possible to just find a normal dice without glass. So since we don't know what we're doing and we don't have to take these, I could opt to just move on. I mean, a glass block, had this been a normal block, might have taken it. Normal terrain isn't bad, but I think we just skip, get a gold. That might help in a future shop. And we're going to go to an unknown tile. Now, we're going to hope that we can obviously run the full gambit and do a complete run here. But I can't completely control that. Who knows how good our build may or may not be, what we will run into. There's tons of variables. I mean, it's a roguelike. Can't just guarantee you're going to win every time. And again, I increased the difficulty, so about that. But also, can we talk about too? I mean, you guys know me. I love my freaking pixel art. This game is adorable. Love the style and the strategies that you'll see. But what I really like too is this whole board slot idea. This, I don't know what, table or whatever. Because then you play around with like this, like sort of positioning stuff, or you'll have enemies that will affect, and you need to place certain things or combo them, you know, match them. It's pretty neat. We have 3 enemies this time, and they have some new abilities. So down here, neutralizer modifier. When killed, the actions of the next enemy will be canceled. So being able to kill this guy will cancel one of the other enemies, so that's pretty helpful. And you'll see here, he's actually going to hit us for 3 and shield himself for 3, which is pretty wild. We have these little grub dudes, little worms or something. They don't do much. They have 4 health, 2 attack, but when killed, heals... Wait a minute. When killed, heals me. Oh, so I kind of don't... Well, I mean, I want to block... Currently, they're doing as much damage as I will heal if I kill them. But that's not bad. Unfortunately, we did not draw our splash dice. So there's no way we'll be able to kill multiple people this turn. But if we go ahead and maybe place down a +3 modifier, I could shield for 4. Would protect us from a good bit of damage. We'd still take 3 from this fella. Then I could mayhaps put down a terrain. So this will be +4. So next turn, whatever I put on this will be extra juiced. And honestly, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to target this fella so that hopefully next turn we kill him. He'll neutralize another person's turn, but then we'll also be healing from that. So I'd rather focus this guy down first. I don't want to use the heal yet. We'll wait for me to maybe redraw that. And so, go! 4 shield. Negates a little bit of damage. We still take some. Oh, and interestingly enough, he wasn't shielding himself. I guess it's just shield an ally. Because he ended up shielding this grub for 3. But now you can see, thanks to the terrain, we have a +4 modifier, which means... Ooh, and we rolled a 6. You know we did. That means we're doing 10 damage to our target and 5 splash damage, because it halves it. Which just so happens to be enough to kill you. Not you, because you got the shield. And not quite you, we need 3 more damage. Well, good news, my friends. We have a +3 modifier dice. So, that will kill you, and should nullify your turn, since it has the neutralizer modifier. And we roll with that. Yep, so he ends up not using his turn. We healed 2 because we killed that other little grub. And now it's pretty straightforward. We're just gonna hit you in the face. But before I do that, I'm gonna throw in my heal. So again, I get value before this ends. And throw another tag just so we do enough damage. Boom, got the kill. We'll flurry healed. It's just that simple. And we got another new dice to show off. I've never used this one. It's the mirror dice. Of course, it's faulty. But it also has a double dip. So on drawing this dice, draw an extra dice from your draw pile. That's fun. But mirror dice, copy any dice X amount of slots away. So it's either 0 slots or 4. So 0 slots, I guess, means it will literally do nothing. 4 means it would find something. We'd have to put it on one corner or copy the exact opposite. But being able to copy it could be interesting. You can get some interesting combos. Now, unfortunately, it is faulty, so it can't be upgraded. An upgrade is pretty big because this is a like bronze dice. You can actually upgrade them to silver or gold, and when you do, you get to change their dice faces. So I would get points, and I could make these zeros turn into 1 or 2, you know? Sometimes you can even reorganize and like change the values. So I could reduce all these to be 3 and then make this like a 1 and a 2. Something like that. But because it's faulty, we can't do that. I think I would take this if it weren't faulty. But faulty makes that pretty difficult to work around. We have a basic retry dice, which once per turn, you can re-roll this dice at no cost. Now that's pretty interesting because of our relic. We get a free reroll on this guy every time, which just gives him a +1 value for the fight. We also have another glass faulty healing dice. Name a more iconic duo than healing and being glass and faulty. This one is a D6, but it has some higher heal values. But because of our relic, I'm going to take the basic retry right now. And again, I don't know. I was not finding this many glass things last. I don't know. Must have been luck of the draw. We're going to go Gamba and go to Inventar. By the way, hope you're enjoying the video. Hope you stick around. But these kind of videos are some of my favorite. Let me take a swig of GG real quick. And so, like, some of the stuff I'm most passionate about is vibing, chilling, and showing you some games that I'm really enjoying that I think you guys might enjoy to play yourself or fun to spectate. But you've seen me do this with a bunch of roguelikes from time to time. I know it's a little bit different than the usual content, but I live for this kind of stuff. So, we run into an encounter. You start hearing a tingling sound getting closer. A tiny glowing creature seems to have taken a liking to you. Okay? Is there something you wish for, adventurer? I wish to be stronger. Choose between 2 relics. Choose. I wish to be safer. Choose between 2 relics. I wish for nothing. Grant grow property to 1 dice. And grow is after use, gain 1 extra value. Those are both... Actually, they're all interesting. I'm interested... I wish to be safer must be some sort of defensive relics. I want to be stronger. Gamba. So let's go on the offensive. Aha! I will give you something which will make your battles easier. And we get to choose for some new relics. If there is only 1 dice on the board, it gets ×3 to its face value. Very interesting. We'd go for 1 huge swing. Now, granted, I will say, especially as you get further on, you get combos. I was filling my entire board with dice every turn almost. So, ×3 is interesting, but it might wear off later. We would probably usually like to go for bigger combos with a bunch of dice. But who knows? Maybe, you know, we grab this, and because of that, plan accordingly and go less combo-oriented and just 1 big swing sort of stuff. Or we get the unpolished shards. Dice with the glass property get +3 extra value. Now, that is interesting. And see, now it's like, okay, maybe I should have, or going forward, will grab more glass dice. Because now, basic glass faulty, this D4, minimum heals 3, all the way up to 5. And then the glass terrain, minimum 4, all the way up to 6. So suddenly, that's pretty interesting. Mark of the Chosen, though, let's say we got 6 splash attack. Well, suddenly we're swinging for 18 if that's all we throw on the board. But again, I think it's a little too limiting. Unpolished shards also makes the glass property a little more interesting. Then we're going to go to a forge tile. Because remember, we want to take this route. Either way, we need to hit this campfire. So let's go to the forge tile. And you guessed it, we're going to be able to forge some dice. Dice Forge, board game, by the way. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. So there's a couple options. These will be randomized. But my favorite thing about this game is every shop always gives you a free sample. So going to a shop is never bad, because even if you're broke, you'll still be able to do something if you want to use it. And in this case, we get a free sample for upgrade dice, which is what I'd mentioned before. You get to increase the value of faces from a basic tier dice. So we go ahead and click this, and we get to choose. Now you'll see the heal is blacked out because, like I said, it's faulty, so it can't be upgraded. But this means we get to choose from any of our existing dice because they're all bronze, and it'll show us. So since it's a D6, we get 6 points to increase it. A D8 gives us 8 points to increase it. So you can play a fun game. Do you want to average the dice out? So more often than not, you're getting the number you want, but maybe not as high highs. Or do you gamba, you know, shoot for really big numbers, but also the potential to roll some lower stuff? That's the fun of the game. And sometimes you'll get some relics where you actually want some really low and some really high because they'll interact with that. The retry dice isn't bad because we do get to re-roll it, and it'll always get +1. Terrain is good moving forward. Now, I will say the modified dice is interesting because +4, you can go to +5. 5 seems troll. Why? You can't go 5 out on your board. And very rarely, there's only ever been random monsters that have increased my board slots. So it seems like getting anything over 5 is, well, literally like troll. So, I don't know. Little interesting thing. But it wouldn't be bad because this essentially makes all the other dice just better as well. Splash attack, though, is big damage, and I do like to swing really big. But for the sake of it, I think we'll just go with the basic boost. And with what I mentioned in mind, I'm just going to make it all 3. So we won't be able to hit as many dice. Because if it were, you know, +2. In fact, here, you know what we'll do? We'll do this. I'll make it so there's a potential to hit 2, but a potential to hit 4. So 4 would only hit 1 dice, but it would hit it bigger if that's what we're really looking for. 2 will let us hit more if we're going for more of a combo play, but more often than not, we're going to be hitting 3. And then it's upgraded to a silver dice. Isn't that fun? Now, some of these other ones, this is interesting. You get to redistribute the value of faces from one dice. So the splash attack, for instance, maybe I want it to just always hit 4. I want it to be reliable. I would take 2 points from both the 6s and put those back into the 2s, so every face would be 4. Or, you know, maybe I really want a Gamba, take it from the 1s, put them in the 3s, so there's potential to hit 0, but potential to hit 4. This is a relic, rigged coin. Attack dice gain extra value on odd turns, while block dice gain extra values on even turns. And then there's a really expensive relic, Monkey Paw, which we can't afford, but when killed, revive with 25% of your HP and remove this relic after use. So it's a cheat death. That's real nice. I would like rigged coin too, but guess what? We're poor, and I don't want to commit to any of this yet, so it was simply just to get the free upgrade, and then we're going to go to the rest tile. The rest tile, from what I can tell, has always the same 2 options. Increase, or if you're not full health, it's heal yourself. If you're full health, increase your max HP. Or redistribute the value of faces from 1 dice. So this is when we would look and be like, okay, with that said, is there a dice we would want to redistribute? Redistribute. I don't know why I'm saying that word. Redistribute. Now I feel like I'm saying it the same way, but it sounds different. Not important. So, you know, averaging out like the retry dice or something. We could. Now, extra max HP, though, is pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. We're going to take that because we don't have much defense right now. And we are going to fight an elite battle tile. So, Gamba. Strap on in. Now, an important thing about elite battles, there's 2 waves. So, I didn't know that the first time. So, I'm like, haha, this is so free. Oh, this is the real boss. We found a new beetle opponent. His passive is presence modifier while alive, keeps an ant dice on the board. An ant dice locks this slot, while the enemy's alive. And beyond that, if I were to boost my board and have some other things, but actually hit this, I believe it also boosts them. So this will interact with some of my other dice, so I have to be careful with that. I have to plan accordingly. Now you'll see here they have +3. That's because these are our glass blocks, so that's very helpful. And with that in mind, I'm probably going to put it here in this corner. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah. So that next turn, that will be giving +6 to any dice we put there. He's going to be dealing 4 damage. So we can, at the very least, negate 3 of that. And then we get to re-roll this for free because it has the retry. So it actually rolled the 3, which is its highest, and it got that +1 bonus, so we're definitely just going to throw that on the field. And I'm good with that. We end the turn. End up taking 1 point of damage, but that's all right. Now this is permanently +6, which is Pog. We got our retry dice again, so I'm going to re-roll it. So that it gets that bonus. It actually hit a lower number, but that's all right. In fact, because of our relic, we do have 1 extra reroll, so I'll reroll it. There we go. It now has a +3 for the rest of the fight, and it landed 2, so that's 5 damage. We have a silver boost. So, like I mentioned, if I were to put the dice here, you'll see +3. He's now doing 7. So, got to be careful about that. You know what I'm saying? But if we do this, and I put in one of the attack dice specifically on the +6, I'd be doing 14 damage, which is close, but not quite enough. Because unfortunately, I don't know if we have enough energy, because if we slot this in, we are 1 damage short, which feels bad. In the same note, though, we have no way to shield or heal, so we're just taking this damage either way, so it's best that we just do as much damage as possible. This combination gives us the most damage, so we'll swing for 15, and unfortunately leave him with 1. But this is kind of what I was banking on. We would get our heal, so now I'm going to heal back to full health. We just need to hit him for 1 damage, simply. I'll do that, and for BM, heal and damage even more. You know what, I'll even throw a shield in there. Not necessary, but now we kill him. Heal back to full health, move on. So there are some times, too, where I've gone into battles where I try to, like if it's down to 1 enemy I know I can take, try to elongate the fight a little bit so that I can activate some healing stuff or whatever. Now, I guess I could have held it. I forgot that those glass do not carry over to the second round. But at least this terrain value is still doing it. I believe it loses 1 value every turn. And we don't have another one, so need to make as much use of it as possible. This fella just does damage, but this is a copycat modifier. The actions of this enemy are based on the dice you use this turn. So if I put 2 attack dice, they'll actually attack twice. If I put a boost, they will boost themselves. So, pretty interesting. And makes you kind of approach the fight a little bit differently, because you're like, well, I don't know how much I want to do, how greedy, push my luck kind of thing. So if I do 1 attack, that will end up killing him. If we target them, that is 10 damage. That's now 15, but they will attack me for 4 damage and boost themselves. So let's just instead opt to kill the beetle so that we take the least amount of damage. And just so you're aware too, you cannot boost a boost dice. So because I put a +2 on this +2, it's not a +4 to everything. The reason these are +4 is just because they overlap with each other. Although, yeah, so see, if I were to put both of those, they're going to +2 times 2, so we don't want to do that. And in fact, I don't even want to put that on the board either, because we're going to kill, and we want to give them as little as possible. So that's actually all we're going to do. Take a little bit of damage, but that's all right. Now we need to try to do as much as we can here while preserving as much health as we can. So 4 shield here wouldn't be bad because they're probably going to swing back at us. They end up doing some shielding because we put a shield block down. I'm going to reroll this for the extra bonus. And we hit 3, which is lucky, so that's 7 damage. And then if I put a +1, I can shield a little bit more, do 1 more damage, but we're then giving them a boost. So is the 1 extra damage and the 1 extra shield worth it? I don't think so. This is enough shield to block all of that. And actually, we'd be wasting more. So I'll actually just take 1 damage in order to actually just get a little more damage with our dice. And in fact, we do have a reroll. So let me reroll this dice. There we go. So now we don't have to take any damage. So now they end up shielding themselves for 2, so they have 11 health this turn. So can we swing for 11? That's what we're going to look to do. And I want to say yes. We put a +3 modifier here. I'm going to reroll this. Perfect. We ended up hitting 3. Perfect. So that is 13 damage. That's a kill. And then I don't have anything to like heal or anything, so there's really nothing else to it. We just swing for the finish. And because it's an elite fight, this is why we do it, baby. We get a new relic. The Forgotten Manifesto. Dice with all faces equal get +1 extra value. So this silver boost, had it been all 3s like I made it, would have gotten a +1. Now, actually, that would have been bad for the boost, because like I mentioned, all my faces are 4. One of them would be a 5. Like, if everything here just increased 1, even though it wouldn't. But then we have a couple faces that we don't want to use. So sometimes you want to look into that. But if we were to homogenize like that splash attack, well, suddenly instead of maybe getting a 2, or more often getting a 4, if I took the 6 down, brought the 2s up, then every time it would always be 5. So something to think about. The other dice, or the other relic, Checkered Bowtie, gain +1 lucky on even turns. And considering on odd turns we get it, this means we would get a lucky every turn. So that's pretty good. It's more rerolls, and our relic works with rerolls, so why not? We can choose between a basic retry block. Again, that retry we like. It gives that +1. A basic attack, but it's a D8. And you can see the D8 specifically. Every face value is different. It's unique, but it goes up by 1 every single time. So on average, it'll show here too. You know, on average, you're getting 4.5 out of this. Then we have a basic glass and faulty heal dice. Why do they always... I'm starting to think heal dice may always be faulty. I don't know. and glass. It's hard to say. But because of our unpolished shards, that does mean at the worst, this heals 4. Best, it heals 7. And then it's taken away from our draw pile. So, all things considered, not terrible. And you know what? I think we'll grab it. Then we're going to move on to an unknown tile, which could be a fight, could be an event, who knows. It's a fight, wouldn't you know it? We have here a fella who just appears to be doing damage, but this guy has a narcissist modifier. The enemy will increase its number of attacks by 1 if it doesn't receive any damage this turn. So I'll actually want to hit it, and since I don't have a splash attack, I'd have to choose to target it. However, if I could do 11 damage this turn, maybe I would just take the L there, kill them, then move on to this person. But we'll see. We have a retry dice, so we're going to reroll that face. And then we have an extra one because it's an odd turn. Kind of want to reroll this glass terrain because it didn't roll very well. Alright, so it's a +6. Not bad. So we'll put that there. So next turn, that'll be +6. Probably look... Maybe we just look to shield here, actually. We can make that a +8. Shield for 4. And we only take 2 damage. The downside is we don't do any damage. So he does get a +1, but... I kind of think that's the best play. Or we just face tank some of the damage for the sake of it. So it doesn't get too out of hand. And he's at least a little weaker. So instead, I'm still going to actually let him get the +1 because I'm going to try to target this guy down so that next turn I can kill him. We'll have a splash attack most likely, so he won't get a +1, and then we're having to deal with one guy. We don't get shield, but it is what it is. We're going to look to use our heal dice that we got to fix that. Now we got a big old +8 here. We love that. And considering we got the splash attack dice, you know I'm going to throw it in there. So we're doing 12 damage. However, since we're doing so much, half of that is 6. So we can actually kill him with the half damage of splash while getting the most damage on this fella. And I did just realize it's number of attacks. Attacks +1, not damage. Duh. So actually, that's pretty bad. I figured it would just be 4, but yeah, reading comprehension. So he's actually attacking twice, which is 6. Not great. But that is totally fine. We can work with that. If I re-roll this heal dice, we could heal for 7, which would put us to 22. Kill that guy. Or do this just to get 3 more damage, but I think using the heal dice here is a better outcome. So we pretty much just take that damage back. But that's all right. I'm going to try and not take any damage this turn. And then hold off so that next turn we can use our healing die before we finish the round. So that I end with full health, ideally. We're going to use the retry on this dice to get the bonus. So he's doing 4 damage. I could put him here to do 11. Shield here. And then actually give +3. So he's doing 0 damage to us. We're doing 14, leaving him at 1, which is perfect. So the next turn, any amount of damage will kill, and then we'll be able to heal. And that's exactly what happened. We're going to re-roll to get a better side on the heal. So this will heal us to full. We just do 1 damage. That's all we need. I'll give him +3 anyway, though. Bada bing, bada boom. Optimal. Now we get to choose. We have a new, whatchamacallit, property here called the pack property. It gets +2 extra value for each dice on the board with the same type. So, obviously, attack dice, any other attack dice, gives it +2 each. Pretty good. This block has the same idea. And then this mirror has the faulty property, but also the double dip. So, I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I've seen mirrors without the faulty property. The faulty property is just hard to work with. I mean, the double dip, being able to draw an extra, is fun. But I'm not too sure we'd want to deal with that. We have 3 attack dice, so there's a realistic possibility that this could hit the board and get some extra value. The block, we only have one block. We're not blocking much. So it doesn't get the most value out of pack. We can also always skip to get some extra coin. And I'm tempted to just go with that option. I really wish that mirror wasn't faulty, because being able to copy something on the terrain when it gets value out of that would be very nice. But that is not the case. And I think I'm just going to skip. We now get a treasure tile, which gives us a relic, I think. Okay, we get 2 coins. And we get a new relic. We don't get to choose. This is dice with all faces get equal, or all faces that are equal get +1 extra value. So now we want to make sure, do we want to grab this? And I think that's fine. We just have to keep that in mind when we upgrade, like, the boost dice. To remember, do we want something to be all equal? Will it benefit us or will it hurt us? But we'll take that. And now we get to go to the shop, which bare minimum we get one thing free, which happens to be the group property. So we can give a dice group property, which is gain +1 extra value for each dice on the board next to it. So the more you can get on and surround them, the better. We have a few things here. We have the Forge Hammer, which I can barely afford. It'd be all of our money. Dice with the heavy property get 1 extra value each turn to stay locked on the board. I don't know if Olive likes the Forge Hammer. I don't know. It seems like she might not like that. Now, the heavy property is right here. Actually, we could use this to give one. After use, you lock it on the board, but it drops in value for the number it is. So let's say I threw on the freaking basic block and it was a face 3 value. It would be stuck there. Next turn, though, it would be worth 2 shield. Next turn, it would be 1, and then it disappears. So this is pretty good if you're able to combine it with a dice that has glass, for instance. But this has glass and faulty. Now, my terrain doesn't, so I could play the terrain. It would sit there, increase the value. However, the funny thing is we don't want the terrain to sit there for too long. We want the terrain to hit it and then move on so other dice can get that bonus. Would be funny because it would just kind of feed into itself. Even if it hit 3, the next turn it would be 2, but then +3, and then 1, but +5. So, but again, that's a big commitment. We have the gravity property. After use, lock the dice on the board like the heavy, but it drops a slot every turn. When it drops out, it goes back to the hand. Very interesting. I used this quite a bit in my last run. I'm very tempted to use that one. Then we have a relic. The first time any dice rolls a face value of 0, re-roll it and get +1 extra value. So, just like some of the dice we have, like I was saying, now there's actually a benefit to giving some of our dice a 0, because it would activate the orange clover, which would give it +1, re-roll, and give it another +1 because of high ground. So, that's pretty interesting. Or again, the rigged coin attack dice gaining extra value on odd turns, block dice gaining extra value on even turns. Now, we only have 12 gold, so unfortunately, if I could, I'd probably buy the gravity and orange clover. At the very least, we're going to get the free sample for the group property, so that it benefits depending on how many things surround it. I think potentially we don't want to do the retry attack because that gives it both properties. It can't fit more. I don't know if I want to commit to that yet. The terrain, having it, is not a bad idea. Nor is the block, especially because we don't have any blocks. But we definitely like giving the splash attack extra damage. So, you know what? Let's give it to the splash attack. So if we surround the splash attack, it's going to deal more damage, which deals damage to everybody. And then the gravity. I might even be tempted to just throw that on the splash attack. So we could throw it at the top, and every turn it would go to the bottom. But then the more we surround it, the more damage it would do. But that orange clover is really nice. How many zeros do we have currently? We only have 1 dice with 0, so I think the gravity property gives us more right now. I'm going to throw it on the splash attack so we can see that in action. And the heavy property, I mean, I do like. Especially with something like a boost. Because if it's like a 3 boost and you put it on a corner or something, then it would go to 2 and shrink where you could get more points, and then shrink again where you could get more points. Or something like the heal. But again, all my heals are faulty. And maybe that's why. So you can't ever do that. Basic block wouldn't be terrible. But I'm thinking we throw the heavy on our boost. Sure. Alright. And with that, we move on. Maybe spent a little too much of our money. Hard to say. Now, while an unknown tile would be fun, again, I'm trying to hit as many elite battles as possible. So we're going to go up to the discard tile. So we can choose to discard a dice or remove all properties from one dice. However, I don't think this lets us remove... Yeah. So you'll see faulty. Still doesn't let us... Like, you just can't do anything with it. Unfortunate, right? So I don't want to remove anything else that we have. So discarding a dice was something, you know, we could thin to make our deck a little more consistent. Or our dice deck more consistent. And the answer is potentially a boost tile or this basic attack tile. Now, the nice thing about boost is that it's versatile. It could hit anything. But we also have to think we're essentially, as soon as we play splash attack with gravity, it's stuck on the board, so that's thinned. If we ever use our heal, those are gone. The heavy boost will stick on the field. And the terrain is glass, which leaves us with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. So we would draw those essentially every single turn. But we might want to get rid of that because that means if we find some more dice later that we're more interested in, we're more likely to draw those. So I'm probably going to get rid of this basic boost. Yeah. Farewell. Now we get elite battle time. Do your worst. But, like, don't. So we have these grubs again, which are going to heal us. So we might want to focus them later because if we don't end up hitting this guy, well, as we know, he'll be getting more attacks. No bueno. We start with the gravity, so this is nice. We're going to start him at the top so that he has the most amount of turns, especially because he rolled a 6. To just boom, boom. So next turn, he'll still be 6 splash, 6 splash. And then he goes back into our hand. Pretty good, right? And if I had the terrain dice, I could actually put it in like the middle so that next turn it would fall and get the bonus from the terrain. See, now we're starting to think with our dice. We're going to reroll this retry dice because that's what we want to do. It ended up hitting a 1, which is only sort of tragic. Our hand as a whole leaves a bit to be desired. We could try to reroll this block dice just to negate some damage we're going to be taking here. Or try to increase the value of this attack dice, since that'll be carrying over for the entire fight. And I think we're going to go with that. We ended up hitting a 1 again. But that gives us 3 damage, reduces that, and while we will be taking 7 damage, we're going to be holding onto our heals, so it's not worst case. So let's just go ahead and swing. Oh, and I was just placing it willy-nilly, but we forgot that we added multi to this. So if I put it next to this, that now gives it 7. So always remember to be on the lookout. Which is unfortunate too, because now it's doing 3. So actually, if I did use my heal dice, it would kill them all. But we don't have to do that because, as we know, next turn, this splash attack will kill them, and they heal us for 2. So really, these guys aren't doing any damage to us. Stupids. Because now, boom. We got that 6 locked in the middle with that 6 splash. And because it's in the middle, it can be easier to surround it with more dice. Because we have more energy. We didn't have to use it this turn. We have our heavy boost. So you'll see why 4 is so tough. You'll only ever get the opposite slot. And you have to use it on one of the corners. So if we were to do 4 here, that means next turn it would be 3. Which would be 3. These. Then 2? Or maybe nothing. It's kind of tough. Next turn it would be this and this. And then it would be these. So yeah, let's go with that for now. We'll get the value out of it later. Then we're going to use our... Could use our glass terrain. But the idea is we'd like to pair it with one of our boosts. So I don't know, maybe that is reason enough. But nah. See, I want to put it here because we know we're going to be putting the splash back here. So let's re-roll this one. Okay, nice. We did end up hitting 3. Which is very nice here. Because then I can throw that up here. That gives +9. And we'll heal from that. We'll end up taking a little bit of damage from you. But if I were to use my first heal here, that gets us to full. We'll end up taking 3. That is fine with me. Right? Just double checking. Appears to be that way. Plus, it thinned our deck by using that heal, since it's glass, as well as that property. Because now, if we look, we should have no extra dice. So this is what we're working with for the rest of the game. As soon as we use this dice, that'll be gone. But it means especially, like, re-rolling this every time with retry is just OP, because, well, we'll be getting him every time, so he's constantly getting more value out of that. And I'm going to go ahead and re-roll again. So if we put him here, that is 24 damage. That's a good bit. Not going to lie to you. And don't really need to do anything else. I'll put him here because we can, but we don't need to. This will push us onto the second wave. Ya-da-da! Now we redrew the splash because it finally fell off the board. But here's the thing too. When it falls and goes back into your hand, it doesn't re-roll the face. So that's why if you have gravity, try to hit your best face, then you have it for the rest of the game, essentially. So if we throw it up here, that's 14. Now this ant is blocking this. Thankfully it wasn't like that. That would have been tragic. And we have to remember about this copycat. Unfortunately, this is locked on the board. So they'll be getting +2. And gravity will stay, so they'll always be doing that. So ideally, we take care of this guy this turn, if possible. And I do think it is. We'll use the retry roll. And then if I throw that there, that does indeed kill them. They are 1 away from dying. Which is unfortunate, because if I was able to place 1 more dice, he would die as well. So we'll be taking 7 damage, but we have this heal dice that I think we'll be able to make good use of. So yep. Finish the fight, John. Remember reach. Okay, now you'll see, unfortunately, because of the way it keeps reducing, so now this ant dies actually getting +1 because of us, but there's nothing we do. The splash is going to kill that guy, though, so we just have to kill this guy this turn, which is very doable. We're going to reroll. That's 9 damage, so they're dead. Then if I throw this on the board, that gives us 7 damage. And actually, if I just do this, that fully heals us. You're dead. You're dead. Boom. So see, exited the elite fight. Full health. No problem. New relic. Fingerless mittens. Thought I said fingerless maidens for a second. I'm like, huh? If all dice on the board have an even face, all dice gain +2 extra value. So all the dice on the board, though, have to have an even face. If you have even an odd, it won't work. Then there's Lone Island. Dice gain +1 extra value for each empty slot next to them. So it's interesting. We have like this dice that wants to be surrounded, but if, in the event it's not, or some of them aren't, they would get extra value. Now, looking for only evens is tough because of the way we're getting these plus values with our reroll. So it's kind of hard, like every other turn, essentially. You know, sometimes it won't be even. I would like to use that. But actually, we still might, because then, depending on how bad we need it, we could just play around it that turn and not play our odds. If that's possible. So, yeah, let's actually go with that. We may not hit it that much. All right, I'm starting to think every mirror is faulty, but this one isn't glass, so that's something. But yeah, not being able to be changed. Yeah, it must be because it's... Oh, you know, I already get why. Because then you could copy more than one dice, and they don't want you doing that. Ah, okay. So knowing that it'll never change or never not be faulty is good to know. We have a double dip block D8, so it'll draw an extra dice when you draw this. A lot more shield. It is 2 energy. And then another boost. However, this one is retain, which is will not be discarded from your hand if unused at the end of the turn. So we could wait for the right moment. But kind of like the idea of mirroring something. We don't always have to, and it might be hard to position and actually make it work. But I just feel like there's some interesting potential for combo shenaniganery. Now we want to hit another elite, so we got to take this route. Another forge tile, another free upgrade. Everything's better free. And this one, we get to increase the value of a basic tier dice for free. So these are all good choices. I mean, splash attack doing even more. I wouldn't say no to that. Terrain doing more. Definitely wouldn't say no to that. The basic boost, we could make it like this. So it would be 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. But I kind of think we just go splash attack, especially because we've invested so much with the group and gravity. It being on the board for as long as it is, the more it's doing, the better. So I think we go for higher swings. 50% chance to hit 6 or 8, and we do have a couple rerolls. So I think yeah, it's a little more gamba, but well, you know me. So boom, we hit silver with that sucker. Now we only have 8 gold, so we can only afford to either increase another basic tier or redistribute. But I want to hold on to our money so that maybe we can start getting some relics here soon. And we got ourselves a basic fight here. What you know about that? What you know about rolling down in the deep? We need to make sure we're doing damage to this fella. We don't have him getting extra attacks. Then we have to watch what we're playing so that they don't do crazy shenanigans. We end up hitting a 2 on our splash attack. Boo! So we hit the reroll. 6. And it has the +1. So helped our average. It's now going to be doing 7, which is great. Throw that there. Might even go here. It doesn't have to be targeted, so because it's still taking damage, it won't get the bonus. But then it means we'll probably be able to take care of them next turn. And could go ahead and put the heavy there, but then we're guaranteeing they boost themselves. Whereas if I do this, this will give us +4 here. So next turn, that's doing extra damage. And yeah, let's run with that. Well, yeah, that's fine by me. We take a little bit of damage. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that's all right. So now we're doing 13. So you're dead. Then you're taking splash damage. The mirror dice can only hit the other corner, so it's not gonna work for now. But you see, it could mirror like a health, which would be really good. So like we're healing for 4. I'm assuming we heal for 8. Oh, it's because we rolled a 0 on it first off. So yeah, that doesn't matter. Now, interestingly, well, here's the problem. If I re-roll it from a 0 and we roll a 4, I think it would get a +1. So it'd have to be 5 slots away, in which it would never work. So we would need it to be a 0. So funny story. I don't think we want to use that. At this point, I guess we just want to try to avoid any damage, any unnecessary damage. So I'm going to reroll the boost. We ended up hitting a 2, which means if I play this, it'll do even more damage. And then we can shield, so we don't take any damage. And then heal, so we go back to full. And I'll throw in the basic faulty because it'll actually benefit from the grouping. So it's just a little more damage. Although, I don't think... Okay, it does one more splash damage, so it is something. Now, see, it's one of those turns too where I know it's taken a while, but you have to sequence through and make sure, okay, we did it. And I try my best, too, to be like, okay, I think I'm doing this. Double check to make sure that's actually what I'm doing on the board. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. So let's see if we can reroll this and see what it does. So we ended up hitting a 4. So we should be doing 18... The heck? So it's doing... Wait, so... Why is it doing... Hold on. So this is doing 9 damage. The 6 plus 3. So we're getting the 6 plus 3. Plus 3? I don't know where that plus 3 is coming from, because it's not using the 4 value. And there's not a bonus here, so I'm not entirely sure. But whatever, you're dead. The most important thing. And then I'll shield because I can. And that's interesting. Yeah, so if we add more multi, that's mirrored as well, so that's always good. But yeah, this person is dead. And we're full health, so Pog. We're going to be going into the boss fight. Or wait, no, we have one more elite battle, I believe. We have a basic retry attack D8. We like the retry, but it's a D8, so it's a little more expensive. We do have a basic terrain D6 that is not glass. And a retained block, so it doesn't get discarded, but it's a D8. Especially right now when we only have 3 energy, there's very few ways to increase your energy. So a D8, as we've seen with like the splash attack, that's why I wanted to make it gravity, so that we can use it, but then for 2 more turns, we don't have to actually pay for it. So that's why I'm a little hesitant. A terrain dice, though, that isn't glass. Tempted to take that. But you know what? I'm actually going to skip on that, too. Now let's hit up that elite battle. Hope we get a banging relic. That really just like, oh, okay, so that's what we're going to do with our build. If we can kill this guy, it negates whatever he's going to do, so that would be fun. However, we don't have our splash damage, so we're going to need to target him so that he does not get an extra attack. We're going to put +6 up here. And then I'm going to put a +4 here, even though I'm trying to use the gravity here, and I'll be doing that next turn. It means that by the time it falls here, it gets this +2. Plus, by the time the splash has gone off twice, I'm hoping to have everybody dead. Plus, this gives additional +2 with this thing. And then probably just, well, we need to send some damage just so he doesn't get the extra attack. So we'll end up taking 6 damage here. Don't love it, but not much to be done. So now we get a big +10 up here. He did roll 4. I'm going to gamble that. We got our 6, which is 7, up to 17, which is crazy, man. In which case, we could kill him. That would negate his attack, and he'll take damage. So that's probably what we're going to do. Because then I can throw in... Well, this heal would be free. And if I were to do this, 9 damage. But we would kill this guy. And we heal out of it. And we'd heal more next turn. So yeah, let's go with that. So we have our heal dice again. He's already dead because of everything we set up. See, big brain, we set that up in the ahead of time. So throw healing in here so that we're back to full health. Then we don't really have to do anything else. I could copy this so that you're all getting even more bonuses. And then... I mean, I'll just reroll this. I don't think I need to. Yeah, we don't. So, boom. Now we head into the second battle. I guess I did forget. It is an elite, so I should have saved one of my healings. I just wasn't even thinking about that. For shame. But ooh, wait a minute. Did I just stumble on some tech? I did not realize it worked like this. So because my heavy's in the way, the gravity ain't dropping. Oh. So I could have, like, placed that here. Terrain modifier. See? It can go crazy, I'm telling you. Let's reroll the retry dice for extra value. And then we need to figure it out. So you're going to heal me. You don't do anything special, but you are going to mess up my board. So I want to kill you. He's like, me? Yeah, you. Now, if I can increase this to 4 splash damage, they'll also die. Which would be lovely. There we go. And this will shield me 7. So I take no damage. Yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Clean. See, I don't even need to worry about getting that healing figured out. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You're done. I don't need to heal. Yes. So now we're going to enter the boss full health, but we get a new relic. Shiny Stone. Boost dice. Gain +1 boost value when all available target slots have dice on them. Huh. Now, see, how does that work? Just the boost value. It wouldn't change its range, right? I would have to think. The first time any dice rolls a face value of 0, re-roll it and get +1 extra value. Now, see, the faulty mirror could pull that off a lot, but as we've realized, if it rolls a 4, it's then 5, and we're boned. So, I guess we go with Shiny Stone. Let's see how that works. All D4s, which are nice. We haven't gotten... Actually, we haven't drafted any. We haven't seen many. The only D4 we have is the one we started with. And these are nice because they're free. So, easier to work into the board. And we're going through our dice pretty fast, so... Having a retain boost isn't bad. Having an attack isn't bad. And a retry block is not bad. Because that's free shielding, and we increase its value for free every turn. So minimum it's a 1 shield. But if we're able to combo some attack value... It kind of depends. Are we going like full Unga Bunga? Or should I throw in a little defense? We're currently more or less Unga the Bunga. So... Do we keep up that same energy? And the good thing too is with boosts, all these, having D4 makes it easier to fill out a lot of those slots to get the maximum value. And I guess we'll go with the D4 block. A little bit of defense. Before the boss, we get to hit up the rest tile, so we either get max HP or redistribute one of our dice. Nah, again, I was like, oh, I'll freaking redistribute the mirror. But I remember it's faulty. We can't do that. So, if we were going to redistribute one, what would it be? Possibly terrain? Now, see, this is when having that other thing would have been good, because then I would have been like, ooh, well, I'm going to purposefully bring you down to 0. But it meant our mirror was troll. But I guess I could have always removed the mirror later on, too. So is there something we, like, maybe want to even out? Homogenize, so to speak? And I'm going to be honest. Not really. I think we just take the 3 HP. And to battle! I don't know if I know what this guy is. I have not fought this guy. So there are different bosses. Good to know. Looks like he's spawned a bunch of grubs. Let's see. At the start of the turn, spawns allies. Well, there you have it. So, Every turn, spawn more of these little grub dudes if they're alive. Then he has a special health bar. The Croissant Pillar Chef. In a former life, he served banquets in the palace. Now he simply uses them as cannon fodder. As you can see, 75 health. That's a lot of health to get through. And you would be right. That is an astute observation. So true. We rolled an 8 on our splash attack, though. Pog. So we're just going to start with that. And we could immediately mirror it. For 22 damage. Now, they were going to die to the splash damage anyway. If I'm not mistaken. They were. And the healing is lost on us regardless. We're going to re-roll the retry, though, for the free chance we get. Now, the question is, do we bother, like, shielding, maybe? And, I mean, like, we could throw this for 2 extra, but that's just it. This is even more damage on the boss anyway, so, yeah, let's just send it. Sending! And then, if we get our weight, which we do... See it roll to 3, which is fine. We do that. So now this sucker's stuck here. So we have him for like the rest of the fight for free. It's already doing enough to kill your friends. My what? Then we can add a terrain like here, so it gets that boost. So that's +8. Then we're gonna reroll our attack dice. Okay. Now that's doing extra. And then retry this because we can. And mind you, remember this is grouping, so every time we're adding something to this, it's doing more damage. That gives us 3 shield, which negates nothing. He's not doing anything, I don't think. Well, that's fine by me. And then, you know what? I'll throw a heal out. Sure. Swoop. Now, there could be a second HP bar and stuff. Or maybe that uses up his turn, spawning allies. If so, Lamau, get destroyed. Our splash damage is still killing you. So we don't have to worry about that. That gives us 24, so we only need 5 more damage. Which we can get close to. As long as I surround him. Boom. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. We kill everything. Nice. Okay, no second HP bar or something. Sometimes they have... Like, that was mechanically one of the easier ones. Now, to be fair, it's also Area 1 boss, which is why. They get more HP and more difficult and convoluted as we go. But now we get a new relic, which is purple tier. Oh. Liquid Dexterity. Dice will always roll their last face on even turns. Draw less on odd turns. See, now that's something that would make it so that you would want to go for the more, like, skewed dice. Knowing that on even turns, they'll always get those. Or the Amphibian Plush. If you receive unblocked damage for the first time during battle, reduce it to 0. So we can just ignore the first bit of damage we take. And we are rather aggressive. So let's look at last faces. Like, how much does that really impact us? If we were to upgrade them, that would change how we upgrade them. Splash attack obviously means we'd hit the most, but... I mean, there's a world where we draw at turn 2, and if we do, well, then it's guaranteed. But it does mean odd turns we draw 1 less. So there is a give and take, and I don't think currently the advantage we get from it is worth it. So I'm going to go Amphibian Plush, which is a, like, pseudo defense for us. And we actually get some gold dice here. I believe that's gold. So this is silver. Oh, no, this is basic, but it just has some crazy things around it. Maybe it's because it's just a rarer dice. I'm not sure. So this is a basic Thorns. Now, I'll be honest. I've never seen one of these. So roll that to get Thorns. And Thorns deal back damage when attacked. Okay. Makes sense. An area attack. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. So instead of doing X amount to one and half to others, this just does all of it to people. I like that. And then a silver group block. So because it's... And it's a D4, so it's free. All the faces are one more than our basic. And it has group, which can increase. So these are all pretty good. The area attack D6 doesn't have as high of a high because it's just guaranteed splash, but love me some splash damage. But the Thorns is very interesting. We don't have the most defensive build, so while Thorns is nice, we're not trying to like if I had more of a shield build and we're trying to wait people out, Thorns would go crazy, but we don't. So I think we either go group, block, or the area, and you know what? I think I'm gonna grab the area tag. I've never had one. It's fun. We also get to increase our HP by 3. And now we're on to Area 2, baby. The Monarch's Grove. Okay, so this is another enemy that interacts with our board. Vile modifier. The enemy is targeting your weak spots. What does that mean? Well, place dice on all these slots to reduce the attack value of the enemy. So he's hitting us for 16. What the fudge? But let's say I throw that here, and that here. It halves his damage. So, always interesting when you have to also play around the enemy like that. We ended up rolling a 2 on our splash attack. Don't love that. Especially because if we place that, we don't have the energy to stop this, frankly, massive amount of damage from coming in. So we're not going to do that. We're going to reroll our retried dice. Did not work. We ended up hitting a 1. Come on, man. So if... Let's see. If we go here, only 2 damage. And then at least this, because I don't want to waste my heal yet. But it means we're only taking 5 damage, whereas, you know, if I play this and like that, I'm taking 13 damage. I think that's way more manageable, and maybe we'll figure that out later, but hopefully we get like more D4s when we draw this next time or something. Although, wait a minute. I totally forgot. We got the amphibian plush. So, we actually don't want to block here. We want to take all 16. I know it sounds weird. We're going to re-roll this. We only ended up hitting 4. Unlucky. But, as long as we don't block, we take unblocked damage. It'll be 0. So, this is actually, yeah, best case for us. Then I will... Alright, you're not a 4. I can't dupe. So we will throw in 1 here, so we get the group damage. We end up doing 8. And then at least this way it stays on the board. But big amphibian plush play. Appreciate you, buddy. And of course it moved. And we have to change everything. But we got some D4s here, which should make that easier. I'm going to throw our bonus here because it's the heavy, so that this will be stuck here. And then because we have D4s, we can afford all of this stuff. So, if I place that here, that's a +2 here. And then I'll probably want to increase, but first we get a free retry. I want to increase the shield, because we will not be stopping this. And then add this, so we're doing 13 damage. And we'll be taking 3 damage. That is acceptable. Fair. Bro's hitting, though. Imagine we got to take him on with a whole bunch of other people and manage our board. Which does happen. Spoilers. Let's get a +6 here. We want to fill out this little tic-tac-toe situation. We need 13 more damage, but Chief, that ain't happening. Let's re-roll this free shield. It hit 0. Rad. But if we put that here, that is 4 shield. Just throw an attack here. And he'll be doing 4 damage to us. Next turn, I will be drawing some healing. So I think we wait on that. And throwing some more damage. Let me make sure. Yeah. I don't think there's any way to actually kill here. But we will be able to next turn. Probably just with the splash attack, right? Yep. It's already good, which means Throw that on here. This fully heals us. Throw a shield and some damage just in case or something. I don't know. Boom. Nice! So that amphibian really ended up helping. We now get a close boost. I don't know what this is. Add +3 to the value of any dice 1 slot away. Oh. So it's a lot easier to make work. And would actually make Shiny Stone pretty good. Because it only has 1 slot, so it would always be getting a +1 boost. A basic Toxic Block, D4. Toxic on use, apply poison. 2 poison to hit target enemy. I think they take like 2 poison at the start of their... or 2 damage at the start of their turn. And a Glass Lethal Attack. In a lethal attack, you deal damage to the target enemy. If this contributes to a kill, deal... I'm assuming whatever... how much value it is. Deal that much damage to a random enemy. And it's glass. So, bare minimum, it's doing 4 damage, up to 6 currently. And if we kill something, it does that to another one. It's between close boost or lethal attack. And you know what? We're kind of unga-bunga, so let's go lethal attack. Now we got to plan out our route again. Look for as many elites as possible. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So we need to make sure we're following this route. And we can do that either of these ways. This way has more Gamba. I like Gamba, so. Another battle first. Yes, barkeep, 1 battle, please. And we got 3 suckers. Oh, brother. All right. So they have immediately eliminated one of our tiles. You don't do anything but this guy. Oh, brother, this guy. Okay, and I think I understand what they mean by harder enemies. I think they might be doing like +1 damage, but also I think they have bare minimum. I think it might be like a 33% increase in health or something, because I believe this guy always had like 20, 21, or 22 last time, or in my other run before I went to D1. And the reason this guy sucks, he has resilient modifier, so the enemy can only be killed when dealt an accurate kill. So you have to finish him at the perfect amount of HP number. Now, mind you, if you do more than their health, they lose all their health, but then fully heal. So, like, if I have them at 1, and I accidentally do 2 or something, and I can't stop it, like, I have the gravity thing, whoop, they're back up to 28. They also do 5 by 2, so, yeah, real fun. The fact that that hit the top of that is truly unfortunate. I'm not going to lie to you. So we could still hit this. Stop the gravity one here. And although, wait a minute. I don't think it copies the same properties. I was like, oh my god, maybe we could heavy, but I don't think that's how that works. So if we go here, retry this dice for free, get +5, +6, so we end up getting 12. Trying to figure out why that is. Oh, duh, because we're filling all of the... Okay, I see. So it goes from +3s to +4. Nice. So that's 12 shield, and they're doing 17 damage. So I still take 5 damage, which is less than stellar. And this doesn't do anything. So... And I don't want to place these elsewhere, so... That's the turn, unfortunately. Pretty poopy turn, if I say so myself. Now, it blocked the first amount of damage, but it wasn't much, so it's a little unfortunate. But I also wasn't sure who was hitting first or what, or... Now, we're going to reroll this and hope we get 8. We got 6, that's fine. So we're doing 7 damage. With this, we're looking at 11. And then... We do have, if we fill all these slots, which I can't, that's too much. But if I do this, let's see, that's doing 12. Oh, but that's enough to do 11 with area. So, that'll kill you. That'll almost kill you. That'll put you at 17, but we'll have to worry about that later. And that means I'm taking 14 damage to the face. Don't love that. But also, not entirely sure what else I could do. So, you can see things are already getting a little dicey, if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, we have to make sure we kill you, which we are, but is there a way we do exactly 10 damage to this fella? While, hopefully, healing. So, this would give us 8 healing. And if I were to throw this, we need 3 more damage. 1 more damage. Okay, if I re-roll this into a 1 again, we have perfect damage. Or, probably smarter, go here, forego more healing, but then we actually win. I think that's the smarter play. We'll have less health, but whatever. But I swear to God, man, that freaking accurate though. I swear to frick. And he has like the double attack, bro. I was like, what are we doing here? Basic glass, lethal, again. A prism. Target it with other dice to extend their effect plus 2 slots away. What? Target it with other dice to extend their effect plus 2 slot aways. I'm not entirely sure what that is. So like a boost? If I put it in a boost, but then it would go out of range, would it not? And like attack dice. Don't know. Huh. Wish I could kind of see that in action to really understand. Ooh, but we got a draw dice. Very interesting. It's glass too. So when we play this, we get essentially, just like how we get lucky, we get a value, so like 6 draws. So we could draw up to 6 additional times. That's pretty freaking good. I'm going to take that. Now we have to make sure we go here, so we got to do another battle, unfortunately, because these are already kind of tough. Already going to need to start getting some upgrades or something. Oh, brother. Another one of these. If we kill him, it should at least, like, nullify him. Maybe. I don't know. But if we put the heavy there, splash attack there next turn, reroll you just for the rest of the game, we still get 2 out of you. Not great. I'm gonna reroll shield here. So we're doing 1 damage to everything. Shielding for 5. Alright. Could heal, but I think we're going to want to hold on that and try and get a big heal later on. We will negate one of these hits. Okay, so we negated 5 damage, so that's pretty good. Alright. I guess we have been drafting a couple more. Plus, we haven't used them, so they're not out of our draw pile. We have not found the splash, which sucks. We can get a pretty big draw here. We have a lethal. So this is doing 8 damage. So if we manage to kill with that somehow, or like this, we could duplicate it. So we do 21 damage, and then that would duplicate to another. Let me see. Deal 3. So a random enemy. So we would hope it hits here and then here. Or we might even want to kill this first, then hope it hits that. Then we can increase terrain here. Mainly do that for who'd healing. Some healing stuff. And then we're potentially taking 12 damage. So great. Okay, so it did overkill that one. And it did stop his attack. Okay, so it worked out because it negated his attack. Had it not, so we're good. That could have been worse. Now he's still doing 10 damage. But if we reroll this, nice. Okay, we're doing 9. That'll stay there. We get 3 retrays on you guys. Then I'm going to retry this healing. That's 11 healing. God knows we need it. And some extra shields. So we do 11 damage. And then we're going to still take 6 damage. So we essentially heal for 5. Could be better. But also, is kind of all we got. Now we hope we can kill here with perfect damage and heal. So we need 5 damage with some healing. So, did you actually just... Interesting. Why does that... Oh, because right now the only things on the board are evens. I see. Okay. Well, I don't really have a choice. So we throw healing there. Throw a boost. And then throw an attack. All right. That is healing. Hold on. Oops, see, that's too much. Because then it's increasing the boost, right? Okay. So... yeah, alright. I think this is it. Perfect damage, and we heal 8. It's not max health, but it's... I mean, we're only a couple off, and we're way better off than we were, so... They're not making it easy on us, swear to God. We got to retry. No, it's an Energizer. Gain 2 Energizer. What is that? At the start of the turn, gain an additional energy. Really? Well, now isn't that interesting? It also comes with the retry and glass, so bare minimum 3 Energizer? Yeah. We're taking that. That's real nice. Don't mind if I do. Now we're getting to the point where now we have too much dice. We need to thin again, but... Gamba time. It's an unknown tile. Hopefully nothing that just is catastrophic. Okay, great. That was literally just hoping for not like a fight and a fight with this boner again. And this dude is going to disrupt our board, so we can't even focus him down first. We didn't get our Energizer. Energizer here would have been nice. If we go heavy... And I'm barely going to do any freaking damage, man. Okay, but we get 7 draw. That's pretty much all I got, Chief. If I do this, we get 10 extra draw. Sure. We lose out on this... constricting itself a little bit, but yeah, we'll negate I think this will go first, so we'll negate one of its hits, so it only tangles us once, but that means we're taking 13 damage. Jesus. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. So great. -1 value. Yeah. We did get our Energizer, but now you see we have the draw option because we have 10 of these. We do have a hand limit, but if I draw again and then draw again, still didn't find our splash, but we're going to look to hopefully... I only got one of our attack. We're like all of our attack are in there. All right. Let's go Energizer here. Or maybe even... Was this 6? Maybe even over there. Increase this thing here. Heal over here, and then that increases the boost. So this is +7 on this tile. We get 6 Energizer. Heal for 7. And Then we copy this. Ooh, which gives +6. Well, now that's kind of crazy. Now that's going real crazy. Now, hold on a minute. What if I did this? That's not as crazy. 9 damage. I'm not getting the damage, man. So we'll heal up to 24. And... okay, let me look at this. So, 4 Energizer means for the next 4 turns we get +1. I don't need 9 turns. I don't need 9. Like, the battle's going to be over by then. So instead, probably we'll go for the reroll for the +1. We hit the 0, so I'm going to reroll again. Screw me. There we go. So now we get 9 shield and 10 heal. And I could try to redraw, but if we hit that and I don't have 2 energy, that's going to suck. So, let's roll with that. Alright. You got a big old +10. Love that. Let's reroll this to look for a 6 or an 8. There we go. 8 + 1. That's perfect. So that's enough splash damage to kill you. Then we have extra energy now. So if I draw and draw, that still gives us a couple more. And then is there a way we perfect kill and kill here? Probably not, but let's see. That's 25. That's 30. No bueno. That's 27. No, wait a minute. 28. And then you almost die. We get 4 shields, so we only take 2 damage. And then the turn after this, I can look to get a big heal. Nice. Take that. Wait a minute. No, I killed. Oh, did I have a lethal in there? Oh. Rip. And I say rip because I didn't get my healing off then. But sometimes you don't want to win. Another Energizer, but this one is a D6. Now, I'm going to be honest. We get like this one of those off, and we have enough Energizer for the entire fight. And it doesn't stack like that or anything. So, I think we're good. I don't want another of those. Don't really need another attack. So, we're just going to skip it for some gold. Hope we get a shop soon. And by that, I mean all the way down here. Because, well, we got a lot of money. So, maybe this is a shop. It would be helpful. We have a lot of gold. I need to spend it. Upgrade, you know what I'm saying? If it's another fight, I'm going to lose my mind. What the fudge? Okay. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Toy, 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 toy. Okay, so he takes away one of our blocks. This fella has 55 health, 12 damage. At the start of the turn, it applies a Volt plus slot and a Volt minus slot to 2 random things on the board. So right now, if I were to put something in this, it actually does half the value. But if I'm able to connect it with the Volt plus slot, it actually reverses this effect and it would double. What exactly do I mean by that? So let's do this. Okay, we're doing -2 damage. Okay, sweet. But suddenly I put them together and it doubles to -8. Oh, yeah, I don't know why it's negative, but yeah, so point is, it's doing only 2. So it's being halved. It should be doing 4. But then, because it's combined with this, because it's under this anti, so you just can't see it, it's now doing 8. So, we need to play around that. If we put the bonus here, and then... I don't want to give him extra damage. I would like extra draw. But I just hate not having... I mean, I'll be at 1 HP, actually. No. Okay, I'll negate his first hit, actually. So I should only take 4 damage. Well, that makes you feel a bit better. Then we get 5 energized. We connect that anyway. So we're actually getting 14, 18 draw. Nice. And then, yeah, he should go first. We negate that the first time because of our amphibian plush. Now they have moved so that the bolts are here. farther away, harder to connect, but we do have this heavy thing in here, so that's easier. Now, we do have the potential to draw as well. Let's draw one. I did get my splash, which is nice. I go here. Then we go here. And then we go here. That ends up doing even more, so we can kill you. 10 splash to you. And then if I connect this, that's at least 8 healing. Alright, I could even try to reroll. Screw me. Screw me. Alright, well. But it still gives us technically 10. Because I will be taking all that damage to the Gefäßkiss. But at least we killed the beetle. Now we try to get a lot of healing and shielding if we can. Let's draw until we hopefully find our healing. We don't. It's 2 away. Unfortunate. We can mirror something here if we want. So we could mirror like a shielding. Let's use our free retries. If I throw you in there. That does exactly 44 damage. Wow. What are the odds? Great, but no, I need to live until my healing. Well, actually, if that's the case, let's draw. Perfect. Do I have a reroll? I do. Give me something better than 1. All right. 6. Okay, but you get doubled, so that's 20 heal. But actually, we have 60 shield, 20 heal. And I'm hitting for 40. Make that 44. Boom. Oh, big turn. Big turn. Love that. So do my puppies. Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. We already have a pretty thick dice deck. We don't want another... Oh. Interesting. Well, this mirror has no zeros, so you can't actually fail this mirror check, which is interesting. The D8 block or double dip lethal attack D8 is very interesting. I mean, drawing another thing kind of makes it so that this isn't really thickening our deck, so to speak, and could swing pretty big. Or more money. Let's grab the double dip lethal attack. Bro's double dipping. So we tried to Gamba. So instead we went combat into elite. Sweet. Love that. But thanks to that last turn, we're now full health. So it's fine. Or just about full health, I think. We got another one of those boners, but now we have this fella. Now see, this is the guy I was talking about earlier who actually adds one. While this enemy is alive, God, a new board slot will be playable. So while he's alive, we can actually take care of this. And the Volt Plus actually got put there. That's funny. Well, we can put the Energized there. We did get the double dip lethal. We could do the terrain increase. Then if we were to not go for the lethal, but put like here, do a retry, boom. That'll give a plus 10 to here, 8 energize, 12 damage. It also looks like he's going to heal an ally, and he does a fair bit, so I actually probably want to take him out first. Even though he's giving us an extra slot. How nice of him. We'll negate this, so we're taking 8 damage this turn. Not ideal. But hopefully we'll heal through it. Now we try and go for the kill. We did get our gravity, so let's hope for a 6 or 8. Alright, 6, nice. Now the question is... we might actually start here because of the plus 19, although we might not have. Let's see. Reroll this, go free. Now we need to connect this with 2 more dice, which we can do. And that is attack or area dice. So We actually do 42 damage to you, kill you, shield for 8. So we only take 4 damage. And next turn, we will kill for sure. And then hope we can get some juicy bonuses. Actually. Yeah, hold on. So we're still going to do this. It still kills. But it means this will drop. We're still going to kill, but that means this plus 10 or plus 9 next turn can be used for our healing. Trying to think ahead, you know what I'm saying? Blah. So now we throw a reroll. We're going to heal for 14. But we can increase that. And 10 damage. 15. So you're dead and we heal to full. Nice. Alright, we got the prism, which I wish I could. I just don't know the target it with other dice. I just don't really know what it means. I don't want to find out right now. Block and faulty mirror. So we're just gonna take the money for now. And now we elite battle tile. Lord have mercy. Trying to hit the most amount of fights in I swear to God. Which only extends how long this run will be. He blocks off that one. It could be worse. We have this boner again. Not looking forward to it. But we can get a +6 to start up here. +4 energy, which is more than enough. Lethal attack. Well, we could probably kill this guy. I just realized, wait, no we won't. We can't increase any of our damage. We get a free retry here. So yeah, because this takes 2. So if we got 4 or 6, would be more than these combined. But we're going to be taking 13 damage because I believe the attack order goes from left to right. So you can see like he's farthest left. Boom, boom. So we'll negate that first bit. Let's reroll the lethal just so that later on, okay, he'll have that +1. That sucks. So instead, we'll just go for this damage, and we're gonna hit the beetle, and then ideally kill this, and deal with that. Right? Right. Let's pray. Now we're taking a big fat dickin'. And we need to remember, too, this is the first wave. There's a second wave, so play accordingly. Reroll this for 4. Okay. It's not perfect, but at least it starts here. So that is 13 damage. With this, that will be 15. The splash almost kills. I don't think I can push it far enough. No. But maybe we get enough shielding here or something? We shield for 5? No, so we'll take 8 damage. And I think we need to heal, or wait on the heal until we can get a bigger play from it. Oh. Now granted, what if we did this? Oh. Since this isn't having the area damage, that actually means both die. Oh, good job, Mr. Fruit. Wow. He's really doing it. And now we only take 5 damage. Now... Oh, I forgot too. Because of extra waves, I should have gotten more value out of the Energizer. Or at least tried. Well, we can get a big draw here. 14 draw. But we need to kill now. And oh, I forgot because I put him there. Whatever. That's right. I can lock this here. Give even more draw value. But then is there a way... Is there a way we can kill here? One damage off. Oh, okay, that kills. We still get 9 draw. The heavy thing ends up not being great, but I mean, the fact is, or the important thing is we kill. So I don't have to deal with this boner anymore. And I just have to deal with the next couple. Oh my, and we got another one of him. With all these freaking... All right, we got to reroll. Hope we get something better. Boom. With the +2, that's 8. So, 14 damage. We're almost killing here. I'll have to deal with you later. I have to hope we kill here, too, because I'll be at 1 HP if I don't get any block, which I think we will, but... I can also duplicate the splash. So, yeah, you guys are definitely dead. And... let's see here. Could try to draw for a heal. But let's see if we reroll this. That gives +6. Reroll this. That gives some shield. And that adds to everything. So you're dead, you're dead. You'll have 12 health. We heal for 7. Shield for 6. So we'll take 4 damage from you. Putting us at 14. Then I hope we can heal more with that. Reroll you. Extra damage. And send it. Right? Unless, hold on. We still kill, but now I heal for 18. And that fully heals me. Yeah, that just seems better. Boom. Give me that healing. Ooh. Nom, 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 nom. Now we need to kill him perfectly. So we need 10 damage. So let's see what we're cooking. First off, I don't need a huge heal. This is a full heal as is. So we need 6 more damage. 2 more damage. Trying to see. Depending on how I play it. Let's see. Do I have any D4? I do. Let's see if I can draw the D4. If I throw that in there. Oh, okay. So that's 20. We fully heal. You're dead. Ooh. Yeah. Feeling big brain, baby. New relic, finally. Ring of the Berserker. At the end of the turn, gain might if the player received 5 or more total unblocked damage. Okay. Might just adds 1 attack power, or 1 value to every attack dice. Pretty good. All dice get +1 extra value for every dice with an even face on the board. Oh, so this one's kind of like the other, but it doesn't have to be all evens. Now, see, that's pretty good. I mean, Ring of the Berserker, knowing us, would proc a good bit. But I think I like winning bingo a little bit more. We get a retry lethal attack, a heavy boost D4, or another draw. I mean, look, our thing is a little too packed at this point. That's really all there's to it. Oh, and thank God we get a discard one. I need to discard something. Not entirely sure what, because I do like all of them. I mean, like, they're all serving us pretty well. But just too thick. I think I just get rid of, like, the normal attack dice. I mean, the block dice comes in handy when I need it to. Yeah, we have the lethal attack. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, I'm getting rid of just the basic attack dice. Treasure tile, which should be golden relic. I've never had this much money, but then again, I'm usually finding stores. 8 coins, we're at 53, and a new relic. Dorito, I mean triangle amulet. Dice with a face value of 3 get +2 extra value. See, now that's interesting on everything except for the boost. Because again, that means if we get a 3, it's 5. Huh. Whatever. We want to hit this elite, so we're going to this shop. Now I finally get to spend some money. Hallelujah. So give me something. Show me something real good. Something worth buying, you know? But the free sample is retain. It won't be discarded from the hand if unused. Very nice. We get to give something a retry. Let's look at the relics. Reduce all damage to 0 on turn 1. Interesting. It slows everything down because I can't do damage to them either. But it also means I can use the first turn to set up more. Now, if I don't draw any of my setup, well, that sucks. Heroic Backpack. Max hand increased +1 and an additional draw. Bet. There's another relic. Increase +1 the amount of coins granted by killed enemies. That's an investment into the future. And knowing me, we're going to be killing lots of things because all we do is fight. Let's give something the retain property. So in case we don't want to use it, what would that be? Maybe like this retry D4? Maybe the basic block? I mean, because we want to use the terrain whenever we get it. We pretty much want to use the draw whenever we get it. I guess, in case we get draw on a bad turn, like at the beginning. Yeah, maybe we... That way, just in case we get to hold on, so when we need it, we get to play it. Remove all properties from 1 dice. Again, can't get rid of the bad ones, so it's whatever. And then we could give a retry. Now, I think we kind of sit on the money. This reduce 0. I mean, I am very tempted. I won't lie. Because if we're able to, like, energize on the first turn and set up terrain on the first turn, get our heavy boost going. But again, maybe none of that happens. But that also means up until turn 2, I can ignore damage. Let's do it. Let's do it. Screw it. If it messes it up, so... Or messes us up, so be it. But an elite battle. We'll find out soon if it was, we get paid off or not. What am I, a cop? This freaking boner never leaves me alone. Okay, but, boom. You guys aren't doing any damage to me. And, now see, this is good. This is good. See, we get our draw. And we get our heavy boost. I'm going to send a reroll. Okay, 4. Not bad. It'll stay here longer. And then throw that on the board. And then because of the fact that it's glass, the fact that we have all even, and we have 2 even, that ends up giving 11 extra draw. Perfect. This is a great turn 1. See, otherwise, we'd be taking a dickin' right now. But not today. Not today, I say. Now we'll take a dickin' unless we do something. If we can kill you, though, or you, we can negate some damage this turn. So, Energizer here is big. We can mirror something. So I could mirror the double dip lethal attack, which I am going to re-roll Gamba. So that is giving plus 10, 14. So we're doing 24 damage. So if I kill you, we'll repeat that damage on somebody. You'll also negate something. Retry just so you have extra later on. Still get 4 shield from that. I could draw, but honestly, I think we're fine. And yeah, freaking send it. Now I wish. Ooh. Yeah, would you look at that? 27 damage. Is there not a way we could do one more? I don't think so. Dang. All right, well, we'll kill you. go from there. Nice. We hit the little jabroni. Your attack got canceled. So we still get to absorb your next attack. Or one of them. So we'll take 5 max. So if we hit you with the splash attack here. Now we need to get a little fancy with it. I'm so fancy. I'm ready now. I'm in the fast lane. Whoa, 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 whoa. 18 damage. If I fail this, that's 22. There's something I would want to draw here. Probably some shielding, huh? It's not shielding. It is more damage, though. So what if... Oof, we're 2 off. Oof. We're 1 off. Dang it. Ah, we're perfect. Haha. Look at me. Agamotto, freaking looking through all the possibilities. And now we get 2 gold to kill. Again, I'm a jabroni and I forgot that this was an elite battle. So we won't get that healing back, but we probably don't need it. Plus, we still have 7 turns of additional energy, 10 draws. So I think we're fine. Now, this is tricky indeed. But, ooh, would you look at that? The second mob comes in, turn resets. See, you guys are doing no damage to me. So I get to set this back up, cook a little bit if I want. But granted, I've kind of used up all my setup stuff. But I guess I can get it in place. Like, do I want to bother rerolling? Gamba. Alright, fair. Gamba. Sure. Alright, so that will be cool, you know. Send a reroll so that you stack. Boom. Send a reroll so that you stack. Freaking boom. And again, this isn't doing anything. But perfect. Perfect. Oh, you know what? Hold up. No. Let's draw. Yes, that's what we were looking for. All right. So I take this back. Because, yeah, we can get a free increase here. I can't get the max bonus, though. Where do I want to put it? Here? Or here? And we'll just put it here, I guess. Then put that back up there. That'll fall to the middle. But this will give +9 to this spot. Sure. Nice try, guys. But you did nothing. All right, now you guys are swinging for a lot. But that's okay. You know, I'm more prepared now. Kind of. So lethal double dip attack for 33. So that would kill and then double dip on somebody. Reroll for extra. Reroll for extra. Yeah, that rolled worse, but... So that'll kill. Unfortunately, we can't get to 42 because I'd like to kill you first. Although, yeah, I was gonna say maybe I could copy, but I can't get anything to a corner. I could boost or 1 off. Yeah, it's as good as it gets. Dang. 1 off. Well, in that case, we should probably shield more. Yeah. Although, I don't have any more D4s. So there's nothing I could draw for free. So yeah, all right. Swing. Nice. We negated that damage. So now we try and Have a little swan song here. Extra damage. Reroll you. Oh wait, I forgot too. We don't need to perfect you. Oh my god. And boom. We're still at full health. You're dead. Ooh-wee! Free relic, yes sir. Boom. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy for every 6 dice used. Or at the end of the turn, gain might if the player received 5 or more total unblocked damage. 3 damage to a random enemy for every 6 dice used. I feel like Ring the Berserker won't happen as much, but if it ever does proc, that's fun. And... oh. Would you look at that? It's a heal dice that could actually be upgraded. And is also heavy, so it stays on the board. Pretty good. Now, granted, again, we have a bit of a full dice deck. And it's really important we hit the right cards at the turn 1. But, like, bare minimum, I mean, this would heal for 4 and stay on. Heal for 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, I'm grabbing it. I might regret it, but... well, what do you know? We get to discard one. But again, I don't really... I need all of them. The problem, too, is eventually, once we have so many, like, one-time use, that during the battle, we get to the point where, like, we're down to, like, the same ones. But the problem is getting the right starting hand. Which proves difficile. I could get rid of the glass and faulty heal. Or... I mean, getting rid of more block doesn't seem great, because if we're ever able to multiply that... I mean, we do have the D4, but... and the mirror has proven to have its edge cases. Like, when it does pop off, it does. I guess the argument, though, is... like, maybe once a game we're using it. But the one time you do hit it and it's, like, crazy, you're like, sheesh. The terrain's too helpful. Lethal's crazy. The area... yeah. Maybe this basic boost? We have this and that. But we don't get to position it as much as we would like. So, you know, I'm getting rid of the glass and faulty heal. Then we need to go down here to fight another elite. But first, random encounter. I swear to God if it's a battle. Believe it or not, they're not all battles. Oh my God, would you look at that? Free shop. Okay, well, we get a free upgrade to get a basic to a silver tier. Don't think we really need to do it for Energize. The double dip lethal. Or the terrain. In fact, I forgot to, don't we have... we do have it so that all faces of 3 get +2. So I could guarantee that, like, the glass terrain is almost always 3, which is 5 + 5. Or like this, the area attack is all +3, more or less. Same with the lethal attack. Retry block. Or the heavy heal. Hey, wait a minute. See, now this is where it gets interesting, yeah? Let's do the terrain upgrade one. But see, then the other problem though is we also... even faces give us extra value for all dice. But this doesn't usually stay, so whatever. 3, 3. Boom, all 3s. Perfect. Perfect. 17 gold. We're just one off from being able to add a relic to all non-event reward choices. Each time you use dice with the flash property, add extra value to that slot in the board. I don't have anything with flash. Increase the value of faces of silver tiers, so we could upgrade it to gold. But I think we hold on to the money, because we do have another shop coming up. Maybe some better relics or something. Elite battle time. I swear, there's like 95% battles this area. Dragged it out as long as possible. Now, what? I have not fought these. What the fudge? At the start of the turn, places a honey dice on the board. Okay. Reduce half the value of dice on this board slot. What the sigma? And then what does this do? The heck? They just take up my slot, but wait, this is double, so... Wait, so... Oh, so that would increase their value. Great. Like, does this go away? What the fudge? I mean, they have 30... They're shielding for 6. They're gonna have so much freaking... Huh. Alright. Now, why in the world is this getting +6? Be honest, Chief. I don't know, but I get a free retry. We hit 0. Alright. Oh, but everything's currently... Or we get an extra because we do have some evens on the board. That is 10 energy. This would give +6 because it's halved. I could mirror that. Give extra there. And then... Reroll this to hopefully get a better heal. And have that sit on the board. Or get some damage in right meow. Let's reroll that. You know what? Sure. That'll sit on the board for a little while. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Hold on. Maybe not. I thought this might double my own stuff too. Wait, I can put it on the honey slots though. I'm trying to figure out what... Like, why so much less? Reduce a quarter the value of dice on this board slot. Oh, because it's doubling it? I think I see what's happening. It do be a little tricky there, I'm not going to lie to you. Well, don't put anything on that then. Huh, okay. Bet. We can't take any damage because it's turn 1, so... We'll have to find a way through all their health. I'm scared to know how much damage they're actually doing. I swear to God. Holy suck. Okay. Well, first off, plus 25 is crazy. But they're doing 10 damage as well. They gave all their shield to that guy, which is maybe best case. We got to reroll this. Hope for something better. Okay. We could hit for 40. Up here, it doesn't do nearly as much because it's getting skamazed. But... Hold on. If we do that... Okay, that removes that, so... That's 27, and then I have an area dice here, so that's 61. That kills that, and actually... Wait, kills that. What the heck? Okay. Well then, do we need to set anything up? And I think the answer is yes. Put this here. Reroll this. Throw you there. So, let me just double check. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. We get 4 shield. I'm going to heal, but it doesn't matter. And then, next fight. Next wave. Poosh, poosh, poosh. Oh, that was huge. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. When we can dupe, it goes crazy, bro. And how crazy is this going to go? I don't know. We're currently doing... Oh, it's turn 1, so we're doing 0 damage. Right, of course. I need to move this. Okay, so that places just 1 there. When there's only 1 beast, so I only have to deal with 1. Ah, thank God. I guess we'll look for a better draw. If I put that here and then match it with something here. Okay, we'll get 8 draw from that. Because it's all linking, or it's supposed to be, I think. Reroll this and reroll that just for the value later on. Get a big shield. But the point is, we're getting 8 draw from this. And you guys are getting +3. But maybe that's just this turn. I hope so. Swing, swing, swing. Let's see. Do you still have +3? You do. Oh, so it stays. Great. Nice +4. Well. Oh, but we got our big area block, so I don't think it matters. Well, maybe a little. We need to find a way to do more damage. So, if I throw you here, that's reducing the most possible. Then we failed that check, unfortunately. How do we kill a couple at a time? You have 39 health. That's probably not happening. You have 41. Can I kill anyone? I don't know if I can kill anyone. Now, hold on a minute. Wait. We do need to... Where's the volt thing? Where's the... Hold on. Oh, this is the volt thing. Oh, so I have to connect all the way down. Okay. Woof. All right. It's doable, though. If we increase your value, and then lethal attack, and like, well, first off, reroll the shielding. Boom. Oh, yeah. Okay. There it is. All right, 130 damage with 92 splash. Yeah, let's lock that in. Thank you very much. Give me your relic. The Joker. On odd turns, draw 2 additional dice. If there's only 1 dice on the board, yeah, that's not happening. Let's do on odd turns, draw 2 additional dice. Heck yeah, man. And no, I think we're fine with what we got for now. Yeah. See, I would like this mirror dice and then get rid of this one, but I don't want to... Like, I don't have a delete coming up, so I don't want to have to deal with that for a while. So, we'll get some more gold. And I swear if this is a fight, like, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out. Please. Please, baby Jesus. What is this? A clicking sound disrupts the room's quietness right after you hear the whizzing of countless arrows headed towards you. Seek cover! Obtain Makeshift Trench, which is a relic, which is get 1 block for every dice in your hand at the end of your turn, but randomly remove 1 dice, or try to dodge them. We get Snake Eyes. Dice with a face value of 1 cost 0 energy, but you lose 12 HP. I don't want to gamble losing some of my staple dice. So I guess I'm going to have to take the damage. But dice with 1 only costing 0? That's interesting. Oh, God. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to enter a little wounded. Unfort. But we get a shop. We get spent some money. Free sample for pack. Grants 2 extra value for each dice on the board with the same type. What's this? We have Bittersweet Cake. Heal 2 HP at the end of battle. Blinding Light Bulb. Deal 2 damage to all enemies when dice with the flash property used. Don't have that. And add a relic to all non-event reward choices. We can add group property to a dice. And add heavy property to a dice. I mean, like, the double dip lethal being stuck would be good. Or even the, I guess, the draw. Although that would just go crazy, would it? But let's give pack to something. And I think we want to give it to, like, the double dip. Because any attack on the board, it'll get extra value from. Sure. Appreciate you. Thanks for doing business. Scavenger Beak. I do like extra choices. Let's grow it. And then do we want to add group or heavy property? I could add, you already have group. Add group to like one of our D4s or like the area dice or even the glass terrain. As for heavy, I don't know. Some of this other stuff I kind of need to keep flexible, if that makes sense. Oh, and this has glass. I can't make that heavy anyway. I can't make, yeah, faulty. Extra value with the group property. I'm thinking area attack or... Although, you know, 13... I'm not sold on that. Let's keep the gold, hoping we beat this boss. So then in area 3, we have more gold. So, on to the second boss. There are 3 areas. I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, we're not even 2/3 of the way through. I know. It's great, isn't it? Look, I'm having time of my life, all right? It's got to count for something, right? All right. I haven't fought you, and of course, you have all these bee boners. I'm not looking forward to this. A 300 health. A short-fused monarch. There should be a way to use her honey dice in your favor. Watch out for her charged attack. Now, wait a minute. Crown mark. This board slot is now increasing value, thanks to the honey dice targeting it. Royal jelly covered. Increase 4x the value of dice on this board slot. Oh, my word. So, wait a minute. If I remove it, it's nothing. And this is times 4 because it's getting hit with both of these. Now, wait a minute. Now these are both times 4. Oh, really? Now, hold on a minute. This is interesting, is it not? Because if I did that, that is... Oh, this is turn 1, though. This is turn 1. Remember. Okay. It's a little unfortunate. We could swing huge right now. I could reroll this dice, but I think I gotta be happy with 6. Then we boost this. Right? So that's stuck there. Then we want to get some Energizer. We'll put that there. 10 Energizer. Yeah. Although, if I didn't do this, I could go ahead and get my big draw. Oh, but not as long as I use that. Okay, but this stays in my hand, so that's... Yeah, that's fine. So, boom. Reroll this. Freaking throw that in there. And then... This is... It has a die face of 1, which is why it's free. So that's fun. But nothing's going to happen here. So... Bet. Everything's good, right? Now, I could go for a heal here. We are already weak. In which case, that would just about fully heal me. Yeah, maybe I go for that. And it won't dilute the draw. which case I just throw that in. Bet. All right, now let's see how much damage they're doing. Now wait a minute, where's the crown? Okay, royal jelly's already there, and the royal jelly's already there. Oh, but this is hitting 2, and this is hitting 3. So that's times 4. Oh, les sac. Okay, but we're doing 44 damage right now. Rookie numbers. We can increase that. I mimic 75 damage and then 37. So that kills, and that does a lot of damage. And then I could increase the value of something, but let's get extra draw. We're doing even more damage now. Okay. Get a free reroll. Now, if that's the case, you have 47 health. There's got to be a way. Oh, wait a minute. Glass. Wait, honey. Apply honey to all slots. 3 slots away. Oh, no. Oh, that's what they're... So they're kind of like trying to brick my deck, essentially. Not cool, bro. Okay. Honey's going to be everywhere. Okay, but if we do it here... Wait, so that's doing 50. We're doing 101. So you're dead. You're dead. That's a third of your health. We get 18 draw. Yeah. Seems pretty good to me, Chief. But now he's pissed. Uh-oh. Probably because I killed all of his friends. Uh-oh. Okay. 20 damage here. Oh, no. Oh, I see the mistake I made. Because I killed the minions, they're not giving me free jelly. Oh. That is bad, isn't it? Uh-oh. Increase times 2. Oh. Wait, so I should have been using it. Oh, no. I didn't know how this fight works. I think I'm about to pay the price. Because now we got to go crazy with it somehow. Okay. Why don't we reroll this? Okay, that's at least 24 damage. Or you know what? No, I probably need to get a free reroll here. Probably need a shield. 16 shield, so you only hit me for 4. I need to increase value somewhere. Let's just do a value increase here. And then value. Okay, so that's 20. So I'm taking no damage. You're taking 25. But then I'm wasting another one. And then I only have 1 more honey. Oh, this is... So, I kind of think maybe I wait for a big damage swing. So I only shield for 9. Yeah, for 9. Okay, but that puts it to 18. I'm only taking 2 damage, and I get to hold on to my honey. Oh. I can't believe I failed to realize the fight there. Yeah, that was dumb. Oh, and also I didn't need... I forgot the first instance of damage we were going to negate, but okay. Alright, but they're not pissed. So, they're giving me more honey. Okay, this is good. So now we look for big swings, right? Is there a way to hit? Not really. Da-da. 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 I might even just hold on to this honey. Just draw another one. Screw it. Okay, so I can mirror something. And if I decide to... Let's reroll this lethal attack. It could have been better. But now we're doing 80 damage. I wish I could... You were on one of the royal things, because that would go crazy. But they're not attacking us. Get a free reroll. Free reroll. and then just group stuff next to this for extra... Ujum calls it. And since this is a 1, we get to put this for free. And it'll be heavy, so it'll sit there. Okay, we're taking no damage, and we're doing 93. We can do this. Even though I almost threw. Okay, so now they're pissed. That's fine. I think we kill here. We're already doing 22. Reroll this sucker. Could have been better. Okay, but if we place here, and then royal... How could we royal jelly that? Wait, that's not jelly. Okay, you know what? Reroll this off of 4. Okay, so then that's doing 22. And... Now that's 28. Reroll that for free. Now that's 30. 52. We're shielding for 11. Doing for 14, so we're taking 6 damage and we're still doing 52. That's fine. We should kill this turn. Break 50 glass dice or more in 1 run. Oh, we got some achievement. Fun. That nearly kills. I'll put it at the top. We'll throw the heavy. Then... Or should I just double? I'm trying to set up for another turn just in case, but... I probably don't have to. Let's see. If I put you there... You're doing 17. 33, that kills. Oh yeah, I just do it like that. That's 50. All right. Whew. We did not throw. Almost did. Thankfully, they were I was like, oh my god, they're just pissed every single time. But hey, look, thanks to our Scavenger Peak, we now get to choose from 3 boss relics instead of 2. The Liquid Dexterity again, which, if you forgot, dice will always roll their last face on even turns, but we draw less 1 on odd turns. All dice you draw on turn 1 will roll its highest possible face value. Increase your max HP by 3 and heal 1 at the end of the turn. Pretty good. All dice drawing best possible face on the first day is really good if we draw our setup stuff. If we don't, not so much. But it's very possible. Still hoping we got something with like energy or something. I mean, we do draw extra. And we do have the draw D8. So whenever we use that, we draw a bunch. So maybe getting the last face on even turns is the play here. The problem is, like, this would be really good if I didn't go 0 damage, because otherwise you could go for a huge swing on turn 1. And this is just defensive. But yeah, let's go Liquid Dexterity this time. There's a gold heavy block. So it has the best possible faces. 3 is the worst, 5 is the best. And it's heavy, so it'll sit there. And it's only 1 energy. That's pretty good. We could get another area attack, which we've, as we know, is good. Or thorns, but we're not really that build. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's either the heavy block or more area attack. But I kind of think we're fine. And if I get this gold heavy block, I can get rid of this basic block later on. Yeah, I'll try. And we get to heal all HP. If I was full HP, I think that actually would have given me +3 max HP, so didn't think about that. And wouldn't you know it, we're on to the last area. Area 3, otherwise known as the Dormant Palace. We will continue this after I go eat lunch. It's been almost 3 hours, so let me do that, and then we'll finish this. All right, we're so back, and my stomach is so much less empty. Anyway, we got a new fella here. What the heckers does this fella do? Poison modifier. Increase +1 when receiving unblocked damage. Apply +1 poison to the player at the start of the turn. Great. And pestilence modifier. Infects a random slot on the board at the start of the turn. Reduce -3 the value of dice on this board slot. The infected slot will expand next turn if not covered with dice. Ah, don't you love that? Let's start with... I mean, we're not going to take any damage. But ideally getting this on the board. And we got an 8 pog, so we're going to put that at top. We're going to put our... We could do the gold heavy block in the middle. I mean, it still serves the same purpose of locking it, rather than the bonus one we were going to use. And I'm going to reroll this for the sake of it. And I'm throwing it here just to get rid of the infection thing. And these are all 1. So they can be played for free. Not that it really matters, because we can't do damage. But I guess the bad news is... Well, I can still take poison damage. Receives 1 damage at the end of the turn, alright? He reduced my shield thing with infected, but... Yes, yeah, right? We could get some card draw here. Or we'll probably want to energize. And then... I could increase that damage. He has 99 health. Good lord. And he's doing 12 damage. What in the nanny? Well, that just seems outrageous, now don't it? Maybe we hold off on that then. I could go for more draw. Although that will stay in the hand. Maybe we hold. I don't know, I just know we need some shield. So, actually, wait, no, I forgot. We haven't taken damage yet, so our amphibian plush will take this 12 damage for us. With that in mind, we'll set that up and the draw. And finish our turn like that. Now we take damage from the poison. And, oh, okay, he infected our big AoE attack, whatever. Naturally. So, are we going to be able to do all your health? Absolutely not. And because I've done this, I can't mirror them. Now let's re-roll this sucker. We re-rolled to another 2. All right, let's try again. Another 2. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's not great. Regardless, though, he has the pack thing, so the more damage we have on... Oh, you know, I should have kept on 1. That would have been free. The more that does... So we're currently shielding for 3. And we're doing 38 damage. That's still a lot of damage we're going to get hit by. So... I'm probably just going to take this off. Like, because what is this? Doing 14 damage? Nah. Instead, I could put you there. Increase your guys' value. And complete that. And get more shield. And because of that, we're healing everything. Or shielding for everything. Yes. Maybe it was better, you know, that the thing kept rolling -2. Didn't distract us. There was a better play to be made. Now we just gotta do a lot of damage, which we can now do that. Okay. So I'm just gonna throw a heal there. That's enough damage. Just shield just in case and throw another heal. I have no idea. But you should be dead. Alright, first battle done. 99 HP, so can't wait to fight 3 of those. There is a sticky boost, huh? Add +4. Okay, it's whatever it rolls. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For the value of any dice X slots away, this extra value will stick to the dice for the rest of the fight. And it's glass, so it'll be +3. We do have a grow splash attack. Grow after use, gain 1 extra value. It's pretty good. And we have a blood one. Okay, what is this? Deal 3 damage to the player, but gain 1 might. And the damage is actually dependent on what we roll. So if we roll a 0, is that actually best case? I would want to, like, lower the blood, right? So it's not doing much to us. Now, might is good, but do we have the build to sustain spending 1 energy to hurt ourselves to get +1 attack value? I mean, that would help, but I really like the splash attack. Especially with the grow. But kind of the same idea. We just have a lot going on right now. So, I mean, the fact that it's a free splash attack is very tempting. I'm not going to lie. You know what? I am going to take it, because if we get a bunch of our draw power, having more stuff to play for free with all the draws feels like the play. I don't know. Thinking we have too much. Much too much. We have a boss battle here, Pog. So we want to go here, there, there. That would hit 3. And there's not a single discard die that way, is there? No. If I wanted to hit discard die, we'd have to skip that. That is annoying. And then the only other one is right here, which we would miss. Those rascals. Well, we can go battle, random event, boom, gamba, gamba, aka fight, fight. Sure. Into campfire. Alright, let's see the damage of these fights, though. I don't know. Maybe we're just about to get outclassed. I'm at like 91 health, 99. Jeez Louise. What does this fella do? Deals back damage when attacked. 12 damage? What? The enemy will increase its number of attacks if it doesn't damage the player this turn. Oh my god, it does 0, so it's going to have multi... And then it does 12 damage back. That's insane. Okay, well, what can we set up this turn? I don't have my gravity thing, unlucky. But we can start with some Energizer. That's 5 turns. That's probably all we need. There's not 2 waves here. The gold heavy block seems pretty necessary, I'm not gonna lie. Being able to add +7 to that is probably worth it. Then the heavy boost. And then throw the shield right here. And if I were to play this, I can play it for free because it's 1, but then it would break the next turn, which doesn't do anything for us. And the rest of these yet aren't really setting anything up. So, all things considered, not a bad turn. In fact, probably the better way for it to go, as long as we get the big splash here. We did not. How many dice are there left? 3. Okay, so that's no longer bueno. And we won't get our draw until next turn because I have to play this. So, rip. You're doing 18 damage. And again, every time I hit you, you deal 12 damage with 91 health. Now, it says when attacked. Does splash damage count as attack? I feel like no. But I'm not sure. Now, this has grow. And it's already on 2, but I'm going to reroll. We don't get a free reroll, though. Okay, so that is 18 splash damage. Then I would like to get card draw. And get a free reroll on our shield. Then there's lethal attack, so that will carry over to something or someone. That's 32 damage, 10 damage to you guys. I don't want to... Yeah, we're going to have 16 extra draw. I think that's enough. Did I already reroll? I don't think so. I'm going to reroll. Okay. Then we put you here. So we're shielding for 19, 18. Holy Jesus. guys are doing 36 damage? Good God almighty. Alright, that's a lot more than I thought. Alright, well, let's put our shield over here then. How much does that change? Oh, nothing really, because it has the... Okay, well then I don't need that much draw. So if I swap here, that's 22. I still get 14 draw, which is absurd. Oh, but you know what? I need to put it here so that it doesn't keep spreading. And then I don't have anything to duplicate, so I'm still taking 16 damage. Sweet baby Moses. Or 14. Something. I'm taking too much is the answer. And if you do in fact hit me off splash, I think I'm actually just dead. Let's hope that's not how that works. I don't think so. Or maybe it did, but it's a one-time. I mean, they did 17 damage. So something went on there. We finally got Might because we took more than 5 unblocked damage, so we were doing +1. Well, this is going to be tough, Chief. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's reroll this and hope it doesn't suck. Kind of sucks. But we can duplicate that. And that alone is 46 damage. We add in lethal attack. Play this for free because it's 1. Play this for free because it's 1. And there are some D4 we could draw. Pog. We got one of them. With a free reroll. So put that there. And then this is an area attack. We're shielding 27. They're doing 18. 30 damage, so we're still taking 3. I think I want to play my heal here. If I did, maybe I should reduce the damage we're doing. How much were we doing? 73? We're close, but I don't think we can do enough. 84. Oh, wait. Well, I guess I could kill him. Hold on. So if we kill him, I only need 12 shields, so that doesn't matter. We could get more healing here. Or even more healing here. 15. Up to 27. We're only 2 off. You're dead. And we have enough shield. But see, boom! This is the first time we've used a full board. Isn't that fun? I've already got an achievement for that, but that was an achievement to unlock some gear. Alright. Now we just gotta try and finish the fight. I'm pretty sure we can do. Mirror that. Yep, that's practically enough damage. So I'll... Oh, we're still healing for 9 because of that. That's crazy. Boom. Reroll that just to be safe. I don't know. We should be fine. Throw that. Throw that. That's enough. Yep. Alright. Still in full health, but... See, we're getting into scary territory, too, where, like, one of those turns... If it just doesn't line up, and they just do more than our max HP in one go... Toxic lethal attack. I just don't think the 2 poison is enough for us to really warrant grabbing that. Glass sticky boost isn't bad, but again, our deck's just... Our die... Oh, I was about to combine dice and deck into dick. Our dick is too big. Classic, right? Gotta thin that down. God, I hate it when my dick's too big. We could go event into battle into Gamba Gamba. And I wouldn't mind that. If it's a battle, though. No, I can't. It's an encounter. Well, let me double check. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Alright, come on. Give me something pog. Let me remove some stuff. Feeling tired, you decide to rest for a bit. Abruptly, a hoarse voice puts you on high alert. Comes from the shadows, where only a pair of eyes is visible. Welcome to my wandering tent, traveler. What can I do for you? Offer a relic. Remove 1 relic, get 20 coins. Lose 20 coins. Choose between 3 rare relics. Go away. Well, that's interesting. Are there any relics here we'd like to get rid of? I don't think so. I mean, we're kind of vibing with, or using it to our advantage. The turn one, nothing happens, you know? Like, that's just kind of how we're doing it now. Yeah, you know what? I think it's fine. So 20 coins to choose between some relics. You typically offer a pile of money to the voice. With a breath of air, both the money and the figure vanish. In their place, a shiny object appears before you. Mark of the Chosen One, no. Evergreen Sap. Dice with the glass property won't break. You have any leftover energy at the end of your turn. Oh, really? Dice with the face value of 0 get +4 extra value. Well, that means our faulty mirror could always work. What else has 0? Actually, our D4s. I think all of our D4s have 0. That would be crazy. That's pretty good, but being able to not break glass, but I mean, most of them we want to, but I don't know, having the option to not? We'll go magnetic rocks. I would like to remove you, dice, but you don't connect to the boss. So I hope one of these random encounters is that. And we don't get a forge either. I'm hoping one of the event tiles is that or something. I don't know. What the heck is this beetle? Wait, he went invisible. The fudge. Timid modifier. The enemy will be hidden until its sneak dice is targeted by another dice on the board. What? The fudge? Huh? What the heck? Well, that... Okay. Seems insane. Well, that is interesting. Well, I suppose this next turn will target it. That at 6 is good enough to put up there, I think. And then we hold on. I wish we had the energetic thing here, but it is what it is. Get a free reroll. Just use these because grow will help that do more. And... oh, no. Both of these are going to get +1 attack. Holy cow. Is this just a hard counter to it? Like, are we dead? I can't do damage to it. Do I just give up on this splash and go for the draw immediately? Kind of feel like I might have to. Gives us 14 draw. But that way, try to find it again. Then we just don't have it. It's kind of spooky either way, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like any mistake here it might just be the end of it. Now, they only have 27 health. So honestly, I think I have to play this. And just hope that we can pull something out next turn. And I guess I don't have to play this. But then it would hit that next turn. But then it'll be tougher to use our draw. But if we do this, this should get targeted next turn, and then if that disappears, we'll still have something for it to fall to. I think that's how that thing works. I don't know. So, I don't know how I feel about this. Suck. See, the problem too, I don't know his intent. Oh, now we do. Wait, maybe... if targeted by another dice, reveal a hidden enemy. I don't understand. Like, aren't I targeting? I don't know. Maybe that's just this. I don't know why he's actually invisible. Ah, God only knows. But he's shielding for 8 and healing 15 damage. Now let's see if we can try to kill these guys this turn. That would be very big. Matter how do we do that? That's max value, so I don't want to re-roll that. Oh, in fact, it's an even turn, so yeah, we got highest rolls on everything. So that's definitely nice. Flash terrain's really good. I mean, this gives us 12 shield and then sits there. Meanwhile, this is almost doing enough damage. This is giving us a lot of energy. Oh, and now we can see him. See, why did that just reveal him? I don't know. Oh, but okay, I have to kill you. Have too much shield, so you'll do 6 damage, 18. I'll negate one of your attacks, which will actually be this one, because you won't break my shield. Oh, pog. Okay, so this works out. I wish I could place one of you, but I kind of have to do this. We also, this is lethal now. It is. So we could hit here and then hit there, and that is probably a kill. Oh, it's just the leftover damage, so not quite enough. Alright. Well, we still see him. Maybe we just had to do it once. Oh, brother. Alright. We get to duplicate something, so I could duplicate the shield. 20 shield. See, now he disappeared again. I can't target him. Well, duplicating might be bad then. If I do this, next turn, that gets selected. That freaking thing's annoying, man. Do I have any free rerolls? Yes. Yes! And then... boom. That's plus 17. That's a good start. Would like to get some draw if we could. Granted, I don't think we need it, I guess. The plus 14 there would go crazy. This is lethal, no? No, this is splash. Okay, that's pretty good. In which case, we swapped. Plus 21, that blocks. We still do 12 splash damage. And now I could either... and that just does more damage. So... I mean, lethal... Nah, let's just go for the extra card draw. We got a full board, isn't that fun? Enough to shield, and you die. So, like, what if I just had a dice that could not target him? Maybe it's because he's the last one? Like, surely, right? Because, like, if not, that's actually insane. Let's just draw. Let's draw until we can't draw. Okay, so that's max. What turn is it? Is it an even turn? It is, so these are max. So 32 damage. 53 damage. 61. 69. 74. Oh, but he has 78. And I'm shielding for 17. So... one off, but that's okay, because I'll heal next turn. That's fine? Yes, good, good. That's free anyway. Boom. You're dead. We're just gonna go overboard just in case. Fill everything up, because we can. Because we bougie like that. Boom! Thank you, next. Puncture attack. Ooh. If target enemy has any block, deal 12 damage. If not, deal 6. Okay, but it's essentially double damage if they have shield. That's a D8. Which is Well, unfortunate because 2 energy. No, what is it? Hollow. Reduce the energy cost. Oh, so it's a free D6 shield. Really? Or a D8 close boost. Sheesh. I mean, I kind of like all these, but I think, again, I think our deck's a little too thick. All right, now don't bone me, random encounters. I swear on me freaking mom. You're both just battles. We're in trouble. Okay. Is that Hollow Knight? A heavily bandaged figure appears before you. Their mannerisms feel oddly familiar. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? People around here just don't understand the beauty of dice craftsmanship. And you are? The collector's gaze glints fleetingly. I can see it in your eyes. You're interested in my collection, right? Let me indulge you. What's your desire? Give me your best dice. Randomly remove 1. Choose between 3 gold dice. Let's just trade. Remove 1 dice. Choose between 3. Not interested. Oh. I don't like the random. But trading lets me get rid of this normal block, these 6. And we can skip this too. So that was essentially remove. Big. But we do have silver. Now what is it? Silver glass coin. If the final value of this dice is 5 or more, gain 6 coins. That's kind of crazy. Doesn't help with combat though. But because it's glass, bare minimum for me, it's 5. Actually, and then anything, yeah, so this would always give me gold. Heavy regen. Gain regen. Recovers HP at the end of the turn. It's glass, so it's +3, and it's heavy. So, constant regen. And silver poison. Apply 4 poison to enemy. These are all kind of really good, frankly. I mean, this would be less helpful, though, because, I mean, well, at the very least, 1, 2, 3, 4 more battles. So that could be 24 gold. And that's definitely better than nothing. But, whatever, that doesn't help us. Plus, like, during the boss fight, if that's still in my deck. So, I'm debating the heavy regen. But between this, we have a good amount of healing. But another glass heavy is always welcome. You know, I'm just going to skip it. We'll just take the money. Alright, that was a good unknown tile. Let's get another good unknown tile, huh? Don't you do it, you sassy bakas. 155 health? What the fudge? The enemy will lose the same amount of HP as the amount it heals. Oh, great. So, he can heal for 15. What is this? Its attack value will be equal to its block value at the start of the turn? Oy vey. Alright, well. Because it's 0, this has what? +5, right? Or +4, yeah. So that's like best case, actually. That gives us 10 regen, which gives him +2 boost, which is annoying, but not much I can do about it. Get +10 here. So next turn, that'll fall. And that's all the setup I have, so that works out pretty well. Yes. Yes. Twing, twing, twing. Well, you have 2 things. Block stays at the end of the turn. Of course it does. Okay, but this is 20 value. I can, like, guarantee I kill you this turn. In fact, I can already kill you. So hopefully, I kill you with splash damage. We'll see. I can lock you here. And then this is an even turn, so these are all the highest faces. More damage, but we don't have more splash. Well, actually, I mean, there's splash. We're off 4 damage. Come on, man. What if I did this? Hold on. So that's 12. But yeah, see, now that's enough. Then just do more damage to... No, wait a minute. What do you... Oh, it's because everything on this board is even. And when I took that off... Okay, hold on. So if I place you here... And you... Does that still mean... Yes, you still die. Now, granted... Yeah, that still adds more damage. But less splash. It only does more to you. I mean, getting this armor's probably worth it, right? I mean, plus 15 right now. That still kills you. We do a little less to you, but whatever. Right, you are. I'm just double checking your deck, because if not, you're gonna go freaking crazy. All right. And I think we just leave this healer dude last. Now, what you gonna do? All right, so you're gonna heal for 15, so prefer if you didn't. Now, granted, I'm keeping this dude's shield low because of splash, so he's not really doing damage. So I changed my mind. I think we focus this fella. Oh, and what the fudge? The mirror doesn't benefit from magnetic rocks. Rip, I thought it would. Splash attack. And then extra draw. 3 rerolls. Extra shield. Extra damage. Extra attack. How much is that? We are just a little bit off from being able to kill you. But that's right. You guys are doing 12 damage. I got more than that, so we're vibing. Twing, twing. Then you heal, but you take that damage from you or whatever, so don't mind that. Okay, double dip lethal. Love that. Boom. That should be a lot of damage. Basic area attack. Let's do that. So we kill you. Leave only you. We shield more than that, so we're vibing. Swing! They thought, though, you know. They thought they had me. To be fair, for a second, I thought they had me too. But they didn't. Throw some random stuff in there. Because we can. You're done. Okay. Another Energizer. Double dip terrain with... Oh, you're right. So it draws. Or a free D6 attack. While a glass D6 Energizer would be nice because it guarantees we have a better chance of getting it on turn 1. Having 2 is kind of useless. But it is really important to get day 1, no? I'm skipping. To the rest tile. We can redistribute some stuff. Or get +3 max health. What would we want to redistribute? Redistribute. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe like increasing lethal attack or or even making somebody 0 or but honestly I'm scared of getting one shot by some insane combo, so I'm gonna go +3 HP. Now to the elite battle. Dilly dilly. God be with us. May the queen save our souls. Alright. We got another one of them big shield boys. Which has thorns this time. But I guess it's a one-time thing. Poison bro and then just bro. Alright, we did not get the energy. We did get one heavy item to block our gravity, which only hit 4, but better than nothing. Use this because it'll grow. Get a free reroll for the rest of the match. And potentially, do I just want to use this glass? Heal? Get rid of it? Be done with it? Hope we just don't need it later. Yeah, and then I gotta block that. Thins our deck. Our dice. Oh, God. Dice deck. Ah, fudge, but I forgot. This is an elite battle, so there's 2... Alright, well, I might regret that. They are swinging for 21 damage. Well, first off, you know I need that Energizer. Put it on that to stop that. I mean, 7 Energizers, that's still 7 turns. Maybe that's not enough. I don't know. I'm going to go 10. And go with the silver heavy boost. And we could throw in the... Or maybe... how much damage are we doing? Alright, if I hit him, they're dead. I don't have to worry about them. Not that I really did, but... Then just go for draw? Still gives me 13 draw. Yes, I think so. Good, good. We'll take a bit of damage, but we can heal off. Okay. What are we working with? It's an even... Oh, no, it's an odd turn, so... These are up. Free reroll, free reroll. This is 0, so that's a lot of damage. And this is a splash, yep. So we want to kill this fella first, because if we're able to splash the shield away, he's not doing much. Go for a lethal attack for damage. I could mirror this plus 13. That does plus 20. Why? I'm not entirely sure. But that's plus 13 to this square, plus 20 to that square for later. And then 12 shield. Let's make all that even better. Or like that. Yeah, I bet. And that is 14 shield. So we're not taking any damage. We're only buffing stuff. Yeah. See, and then you get this full board nonsense, and it's just going crazy. Okay, we took 2 damage. I don't know how that happened. I guess my math was wrong. That is infected or whatever, but that doesn't matter. We would like to heal, although I could save this until the boss fight to see if we take more damage, so instead just splash damage and lethal, then throw in that, I guess, with some area attack, add shield. It's a lot of damage, and the overkill might be enough to take them both out. Aye, that it was. Alright, so... Oh, he's going 4. Oh, because of this boner. Great. Alright. Well, it's turn 1. Remember, it is turn 1. So this is okay. If... Let's see here. This would sit here on this thing and give me crazy shield every turn. I think we can do that. Or even... Yeah, sure. Play this just so it grows. Free reroll, free reroll. Just freaking throw stuff around, who cares? Actually, should I draw anything to set anything up? The answer is no. So throw some random stuff on the board. This would have been a crazy turn if I actually dealt damage. You sussy bunkers. But they don't have that much health. Honestly, we might be able to clear in one go. If this thing, whatever the fudge, my splash damage has actually gone back to my hand. Could have put it there. Although, this is area attack damage. And it's an even turn, so that's the best it's going to get. With that said, free rerolls here because it gives +1 for later. Boom. Boom. And we can duplicate both of these. Oh, hold up. Now, hold on a minute. How much damage are we doing? Oh, we're already killing everybody. Well, there you have it. So, now we want to... Okay, we're healing 32. All right, so you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Throw that over there. Boom, nice shit. Oh, now it's all coming together, too. We're freaking comboing. Things are going crazy. Give me a relic, baby. Liquid Karma. Dice will always roll their first face on even turns. Gain 1 energy on odd turns. Now, how does that work if I already have Liquid Dexterity? Being able to gain energy on odd turns. Not bad. Played attack dice will go back to your hand next turn. On even turns, gain +1 energy. Yeah, I think we go survival. Okay, what the fudge? Yeah. Okay. Lethal attack dice, hollow and faulty mirror. Sticky boost, no, we skip. 69 gold, nice. Now we want to hit this elite, so we're going to go to this treasure tile. Hope we get some nice relics. We also get 14 coins. Block dice reduce their energy cost. Oh. Well, I only have 1, but then he'd be free. Any excess damage will also be dealt to the next enemy. Okay, yeah. We go with that. Like 20 more relics in one run. Yeah, baby. Now we get to spend that cash. Let me double check. This might be the last shop. We're guaranteed. No, if we end up going here, we'll have another shop. So I don't have to spend everything here. We get a free pack, which gives extra value for each dice on the board with the same type. We got Nightmare Plasma. Dice in hand at the end of the turn get an extra value. Minor Hat. If you have any remaining block at the end of the turn, gain 1 might. Dice with the glass property won't break if you have any leftover energy at the end of the turn. Grant the Grow property. Or grant the Flash property. So Flash is use immediately after placing it on the board. Now guess what? This is sick because we combine this. Unfortunately, the terrain is glass. If it wasn't, but you use the terrain Flash with it, so it automatically gives the bonus. Then you put another dice on it. I don't really care about any flashing anything else. I know that sounds weird, but I'll throw it on the terrain. And then we get a free pack. So probably throw that with the splash attack. Or area attack. Let's go area attack. And then dice in hand get +1. Or, well, no, see, glass wouldn't be. Because of the flash, it would get destroyed regardless of this. The Minor Hat is not bad. Because in the event we ever have extra shield, that does go crazy. We don't have that much shield. But dice in the hand getting extra value, that's crazy. And you know what? I'm getting the Minor Hat too, just in case. Alright, so it ended up being most of our gold, but that's fine. Relics were worth it. And now we're going to get another one, right? Bunch of these jabronis. Just messing with my board, man. Leave me alone, man. Well, we can flash here, but first, We'll get 9 energy. I could go... I don't have enough... Oh, I don't have to worry. They can't do damage. Right. So we're setting up. That's all we're doing. In which case, I think I want to set up with flash terrain in the middle, because the gravity will fall. Yeah. And then put that at the top, and that's the turn. So now we have +1 energy, but on even turns, another one, so we have +2, so we should have what, 5 here? 4? 5. Yeah, okay. I know what's going on. Did I not put something on this? I don't think I did. Yeah, because now it's infected. Rip. But whatever, there's still 20, which would just kill you. Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. Something just changed. Okay, so then we put this here. So that's heavy, so you won't fall. We could duplicate that to get the extra shield, because God knows we need it. Could get a free reroll, but we don't need to do that. If I go here for the weak spot, that will nearly reduce your stuff. This is 2 tiers, so I don't want to waste this. You're doing 8 damage now. So I don't think we take any damage here. Splash damage isn't quite enough to kill. And I could just put down this heavy heal. I think I might. I'm gonna last for another 3 turns. Sure. Yeah, and then we'll just finish this fell off. One less to deal with. Oh, we end up taking 1 damage. The boners. Alright. Looking at 28 damage. Don't love that. But we nearly have this aligned, so if we just hit that, you would die. Now die. Although I might be able to get away without having to do that. +3 here. Lethal attack. First off, free reroll, even though they're the highest. Boom. Boom. Not enough. Is a lot of damage though. Although, ooh, well there you have it. All right, you're dead, which means 8. We have enough for that. And then we'll actually have some left over, so we end up getting a might as well for the next battle. For the next wave. Yes, sir. Oh, and we have the yo-yo. Right. Any excess damage also be down to the next enemy. So it's worth going all out. Okay. This guy is giving us an extra slot, which actually isn't too bad. This guy's going to heal a bunch. We don't have to worry about damage right now. So now's a good time to get our card draw. Use that for its growth. I could double the shield. Or I could double the card draw, but that's already 18 card draw. I think we're alright. Add a bunch of random stuff. Alright. Oh. I need to add something to you. That's fine. So that it doesn't spread. Boom. And we'll get another might because of leftover shield here. Now we are taking poison damage. But this is just giving all attack dice +2 value, regardless of everything else. And let's see. How much havoc can we cause? It do be an even turn, so we have even more energy, and we rolled our best faces. So, pack, area attack. And let's look for bonuses? Ooh, yeah. Like that. How much damage is that? 62. We have 7 shield. Could use some more. That's 19. That's 75. It doesn't quite kill. But the excess damage on this guy should go somewhere anyway. I can also draw. And we can repeat a thing. Hold on. Well, if we repeat this, that's 132 damage. Okay, so then we kill there, kill there. And I think we have enough shield that you don't do anything. Nice. Oh, this was free. Yep, just freaking throw that stuff in there, brother. Sheesh. You're dead. Let's go. Come on, baby. Now we just have to hope we can keep this up, and then whatever the final boss is isn't just nutty. Plate attack dice go back to your hand next turn. That is so tempting. Attack dice reduce their energy cost and get +1 extra value. The target enemy can no longer be chosen. -1 energy cost, though. I mean, technically, energy cost isn't the issue right now, really. I mean, having that be less on a turn, but I think plate attack dice going back to the hand. But also, once we play enough stuff, we kind of just go through everything. So maybe... But see, even block dice, -1. Okay, but we play him once, and then he just sits there for the rest of the game, you know? -1, +1 value. Just the fact that the enemy can no longer be chosen. We don't have enough stuff that's just AoE. Granted... Mainly what we're trying to do. Let's just go attack dice, go back to my hand. I don't want to somehow get to the boss and realize I need to really be able to target, and then we lose because of it. Blood is interesting, but no. Lethal attack, D4 retry. Is interesting. Very interesting. But honestly, I think our deck's kind of solidified. Maybe not, though. It's once we've played everything and we've used all our glass and stuff that this would be better, but still don't want to make our dick too big, you know? Now, event title, let me down. Show me something good. Spooky. As you walk through the dungeon, you notice your feet getting stuck on the floor. Thick spider webs are blocking the way forward. Slash through the webs for 8 coins, or brute force your way out. Obtain determination juice. Obtain cobweb boots. Determination juice. The first dice you place on the board will be re-rolled. Once per turn. Cobweb boots. Next battle. Apply cobweb tangled slot to 3 slots on the board. Remove the curse afterwards. What's my next battle? An elite battle. Now the problem about that is sort of severely hand press. The determination juice is nice, but is it nice enough to risk something happening in the elite battle? Probably. Let's gain 8 coins. We're gonna go shopping soon anyway. Now, do we want to forge into... probably unknown tile. Because rest tile, we could get +3 HP, but that's pretty much it. Granted, if that, you know, unknown tile is a fight, but whatever. That's never happened to us. What's our free sample? Increase the value of a silver tier dice, so we get it upgraded to gold. Let's see. Can I upgrade this to 8? I cannot. Okay. I don't want to upgrade you at all. That's trolling. Now, increasing this flash is also kind of trolling because 3 is +3 because of the thing we have. It was always 6, so yeah, I don't like that. So instead, why don't we just bring this up? So at worst, we get 3, which would actually give it +3, so that's 6. So the 5 is actually the worst. Then more 8s. Love that. All right, and what else do we want to spend our money on? There is another shop. So we don't have to do this. Dice with the heavy property no longer decrease face value between turns. So they'll just stay there forever at their value. Whoa. That's pretty... Well, we have to make sure we don't use this on 4 then, because I'll never use it. And then deal 2 damage to all enemies when I only have 1 flash. That is pretty good. I mean, because we have permanent healing, permanent shielding. Screw it, I'm grabbing it. Now we won't have much money, but whatever. This event tile is gonna go, or unknown tile, which will be an event tile, is gonna go crazy. Watch. A gargantuan mirror stands over you. Feel its cracked surface calling out to you as if your own reflection was whispering in your ear. Step inside the mirror. Randomly remove a curse, but trigger a battle. I don't have a curse. I could have done that, though, with the cobwebs. Remove a dice. Choose between 3 basic dice. I could just get rid of 1. Or 1 I just want to throw away. I mean, the basic heal, worst case, I just use and it's gone. But if this sticks around, I mean, that's decent healing. Get rid of... I mean, having another basic boost. Yeah, I like everything just enough where it's like, do we need to? You know what? I'm gonna throw away the glass and faulty heal. As for basic dice, what? Oh, what is this? Nurturing mirror. Copy the value of any dice 4 slots away and turn it into heal value. Copy the value of any dice 4 slots away and turn it into attack value. Copy the value of any dice slots away and turn it into block value. Now they're all glass. They break, but that's kind of... That's pretty crazy. I mean, we could get this, and then it's just a better heal thing we just got rid of. This would be big burst of attack. This would be good burst of defense. And that could potentially give us strength. So I'm going to go with the glass defensive mirror. But granted, we're only going to be using this probably later into a battle. So my fear of having too big of a dick stays the same, but elite battle time. Boop, boop. All right, and if we get through this, all that is between us and victory is the Act 3 boss, which might be good. I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna throw you in the middle, and then you're never gonna lose your value, and it's gonna be great. Actually, I don't need to do that. If I do this, but see, okay, if I do this, it's not gonna lose its value, so these will always stay +3. This will always give 5, and then our thing won't be able to drop. And I think I add to this phase +9, which will then give me 18 energy here. Put this here just to do it. Use the free reroll. Hog. Now, we have to precisely kill him, which, given all of our excess damage, is going to be difficile, to say the least. Especially Depending... Oh, man. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. Gamble, I guess. But they don't hurt us. We get a little bit of shield, which means we do get 1 might to start off, which is nice. Look at that big old bicep. We're throwing your gunk. Alright. What do we want to do here? We don't need our defensive mirror yet. We did not draw splash attack on fort. But we can still put it to decent use. Throw that there. Still get a big draw. That still gives us 12. Then we could look for this boost. I do 10 damage. Then I could plant this heal here, which will just stay healing us for that much. So, well, then one could say maybe we do that because for the rest of the game, this +3 is always going to be here. So it's always healing even more. But maybe not. We'll keep that fluid. And then extra shielding here. And how much damage are we doing? 24. 25. I'm making sure there's not a way I can do 28 right now. Excuse me. And I think the answer to that is no. So they're going to do 22, 32 damage to us. It's quite a bit. I could go ahead and do the defensive mirror and negate it all. Well, he might. I don't know how it works. Excuse me. I think this is fun. Ow, ow, ow. But see, we're like healing for A. That's fine. Now, this is 8 because it did hit 3, but what if we just hit 8? But then, well, it would be an even, which, yeah, we benefit from. So, 23 damage. That's already too much. Now, if I can get 5 more splash, that would be perfect. Too much. Too much? Too much? Too much? Ooh, 1 more damage. Too much. Too much? Oh, that's because you're splash. Hold on. Too much. Really? Too much? Still. I have too many. Okay, if I put an odd in, though. No. Because you're pack or... That's 15. Or 16. Yes. Okay. We got there somehow. So, you're dead. You're close to dead. We'll still take some damage, but between that and all the healing, it should be fine. The main thing is I got the perfect kill on him, because that was going to be really annoying. Alright. +9 healing. Let's get some shielding, or try and, like, boost the healing. +10. And then free reroll, free reroll. Let's see. Maybe we can splash you enough? Close. Oh, and we also have this bet. Okay, yeah, so you're definitely dead. That there. You're dead, you're dead. We get that, we heal. Hog. On to the next wave. We're not quite full health, but we're close. We're only missing 4. Lots of shields, lots of thorns. Okay. So let's set this up. Just get some extra healing here. It doesn't really matter. Nothing to do this turn. Use that because of growth. Use the free rerolls. Throw them in there anyway. Sure. Alright, we're not doing any damage. Bet, and we'll get another might because of this. We already have 4, by the way. So that puts us at 5 might. So all attack dice are just +5 by default. Now they're doing 12 damage because they have 12 armor. Don't love that. So 24, 32 damage right now. I think this is when we pull out the glass defensive mirror. That's enough shielding to ignore all that. Free reroll. Then lethal attack over here. Area attack. Splash attack. And we could boost, but I think just more damage. So won't kill, but it certainly maims you all. I don't take damage, and I heal. So, yeah. I'll try and kill y'all in one swift turn. Like this one. Before I forget it, free reroll. Duplicate. Pack. Splash. Area. Because see now, we're just drawing as many as we have, so. And then boost. And let's see, that is a lot of damage. That kills all of you. Bet. Swing, swing, swing. My man. All right. Relic. Increase max HP by 6. Or heal 2 HP. Okay, well, we only have one more battle, so +6 max HP. Pretty good. And I think we keep our deck. Maybe I could have gotten one more there because we're hitting the cap anyway, but... Go to the shop, spend what money we can. And then it's D-Day. The moment we've been waiting for, you know, almost 4 hours later. If you're still watching, shout out you. Alright, we get double dip, so we draw even more, which... is not the problem. Ooh, we can get another gravity property. Ah. Retain. Providential Vial. All dice you draw on turn 1 will roll its highest possible face value. Attack dice gain extra value on odd turns. It doesn't really help. Dice with heavy property get +1 extra value each turn they stay locked on the board. Now that's nice. Okay. Well, let's give double dip to something. You already have 2. You don't have 2. So why not? And then I think we go with the Forge Hammer. Yeah. Can't afford anything else, but it's a pleasure doing business. And now the last boss, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, don't let it all be for waste. What is this? Reach the final battle on difficulty D1. Heck yeah, dude. 500 health. My god. All right. What does he say? The Duke, the last living member of the Mosquito lineage. Rumor has it he's adept in the dark sciences. He's shielding for 9, hitting us for nothing because of our thing, because it's turn 1. But he has parry stance. If attacked, adds a sting dice to the player's draw pile at the end of the turn. Huh. Okay. Well, we're starting out with our 8 splash attack. We like that. I wish I could have added the flash to it, but we didn't draw it. And then we're going to throw the shield in here so it holds it in place. We're going to do free reroll. And then might as well throw it down. Use this for the growth. We don't really need to do anything else. And then we'll get 1 might here. Now, I don't know if this counts as attacking for the sting if we don't actually damage him, but it might be, because it's not damage, it said attack. Yeah. So he still added whatever that thing is. I don't see it here. It just... yeah, it doesn't tell me what it does. And he's now changed... okay, he's doing 15 damage, 9 shield, but he's changed his stance. Sweep stance. At the end of the turn, apply small leak slot on all board slots with dice on them. Which I can't imagine is good. So the wider we go on the board, the more we'll be punished this turn. I'm probably going to do it anyway. We have a free reroll. We have a free reroll on this one. Okay. That gives us 11 turns of extra energy. That should be enough. At this point, I'll play the draw just to get rid of it, because as we've seen, once we go through everything, we have no extra stuff, regardless. I need to re-roll this so it's not 4, because otherwise it's only hitting that. So, although it doesn't increase face value, does it? Wait, what does the hammer do again? Gets +1 extra value. Yeah, it's just value. So, Gamba. We hit 4 again, really. We hit... Die will will always roll their last face on even turns, so it doesn't even matter if I re-roll. Oh. Okay. That is unfortunate. I think I hold off on using this then. I think I throw a heal like over here. And I should have flashed this or something, huh? I mean, I could still flash the healing. Honestly, I think I'll do that. We'll be getting plenty of healing. And then we don't need to play anything unnecessarily. But this would grow. But that's only 1 damage. I don't think it's worth it. This gets rid of our draw. We're still playing a good bit, but whatever. Although, what does small leak slot do? Like, how much will that hurt this? Because if you have to play on it to get rid of it, well, that's stuck there. So it won't do anything. Nah. That's right. We couldn't shield enough to avoid damage, unfortunately. Because we didn't get might. Alright. Small leak. Reduced by -2. Use dice on this board slot to remove the effect. Okay, yeah, so it's just there. I can't do anything. But because of our... whatever the fudge. Yeah, Forge Hammer. They're increasing, so it's fine. Now, we do want to lock into that. Oh, wait. What's his stance? Trust stance. If you have 3 or more dice in your hand, at the end of the turn, destroy the dice in the first position. Oh. Well, okay, well, what is this? This is the Sting. So, at Glass, Retain. Deal 2 damage to the player and heal to the target enemy. But, Tech... if I have 3 or more in the first position... So I could actually destroy the Sting then with that. Interesting. Okay. Noted. Add value there. So I don't want to use them all. I will use my free reroll. Name more iconic duo, the Mist Fruit and his free reroll. This for the growth. And it's 3 or more. Yeah, okay. I could use 1 more. Well, I wish I could shield a little more. Granted, I might be able to. Boom. Yeah, there you have it. Free reroll. Shield. Alright, we're now shielding for more, so we'll end up getting Might. And then it should destroy the Sting. Everybody says. It did? It did. Okay. Pog. Haha. Now what's this one? Okay, we're back to the small leak stance. Alright, you're doing 23 damage. You sussy baka. I can duplicate anything I want here, though. Well, I mean healing or damage, so if we duplicate the damage... we'll have small leaks here again, but... not the end of the world. growth. Free reroll. Free reroll. Give me the shield. Now we're shielding from that, so we'll get might. This has pack, so that's a lot of damage. And this technically does more damage. That's 118. Now, granted, we'll have a leak on every single thing. But I think that's fine. Yeah. Boom. Twing! Give me that might. Yes, sir. Now what you doing? Okay, so back to adding sting. That's fine. We're doing 23 damage. All right, we got this under control so far. So far. Free reroll. Free reroll. Flash damage. Probably boost. Shield. Boost. 22. I need a little bit more shield boostage. So what if... Well, that doesn't work. Okay, what if I do this? Okay, that's one extra pog. Then... Here. Oh, but you're both packs, so you probably get more bonus. Do I put you here? Yeah. Alright, and then that clears all the leak stuff. That's 68 damage. We're shielding for more. We got this under control so far. Our builds come together, baby. Slowly but surely. This gravity heavy ammo tech, bro. And the fact that now they just sit there too. Forever. And get stronger. That's crazy, man. Alright, you are going to do the elite slot again. That's fine. He does have the sting. So if I can get rid of all these... Keep this on the left. That'll get discarded. Which I can certainly do. Then boost. Boost! That stuff, I guess. More damage. Or, let's see. That'd be 19 damage. That's 40. That's better. We're not shielding for enough, though. Maybe get rid of this boost. Now we're shielding for enough. Still not taking any damage, which granted, I know we're healing every time, but we just get more might, and you know, it's a win more thing. So, finish. He'll discard his own sting. Stupid. Oh, wait. No, it's a different stance. Oh, right. Oh. Okay, whatever. It's fine. He's 144 health. Now the question is, can we kill this turn? If this was a 4, which it now is, I think there's a chance. Oh, but it's all leaky stuff. There's no way. We're getting nerfed. Nerf this. Okay, if I duplicate this, that's enough shield, and then we get rid of this... what the fudge was it called? Defensive mirror. Then we're looking for a bunch of damage. We're going to use free reroll. And I don't need to place it on the board anymore. And then pack for most damage. 115. We are close, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. He had more sting, but whatever. Whatever, whatever, ever, whatever, ever. Duplicate, play, pack, roll for damage, roll just in case. 168 damage. Ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yes, sir. Aha. Aha, aha. That is a D1 victory. Which now unlocks the third character I didn't have, the last one so far in early access. I think it's early access, not 1.0. And then unlock the next difficulty, I guess whatever D2 is. But, just like a lot of roguelikes too, like there's achievements, and that's how you unlock new stuff for future runs. So in this case, one of them was defeat 100 total enemies. I did that. So I got this new relic, which... For elite battles, replace the first mob with a fly fant. Oh, that's cool. Just makes one of them useless. Defeat the Croissant Pillared Chef. That was the first boss, I think. We got the Shadow Cloak. Receive 2 damage at the start of the turn. Your block now stays at the end of the turn. Oh, so you could go real shield heavy then. Interesting. Break 50 glass dice or more in one run. We got these sweet pastries. Dice get +1 extra value for every 2 dice of the same type in your deck. Ooh, okay. Defeat the Queen Bee. That was the second boss. We got the Guidance Finger. At the start of the turn, an odd face will be selected. Dice with that face value get ×2 to their final value. Oof. Okay. Collect 20 or more relics in one run. We got Bullseye. Boost dice gain +2 boost value for each boost dice they target. Okay. And because we reached... just reach the final battle in difficulty D1 is how we unlocked it. Oh, I thought we had to beat it. Okay. So we got the third character, Mango the Jovial Hammer. And complete a run in D1 difficulty. We got the Extremist Aura. Dice can only roll their first phase or last phase. That's interesting, because then you could also just redistribute all to the last and first. Or like, yeah, cool. GG, runtime, nearly 4 hours. Jesus. But we kind of freaking killed it, my dudes. Let's go. How do I get out of here? Restart, quit the task. I just want to see what D2 does now. New run. Let's say I chose you. Stronger bosses. Oh, Lord have mercy. And Mango, what are you doing? Locked dice can now be moved on the board. Whoa. That is very fun. And I haven't played yet either of these. So, we'll see how this does. Let me know. If you guys want to see another run, I'd be happy to run through with the other characters, see if we can get some wins there. But yeah, I highly suggest, if this even seemed remotely interesting, check it out. I think you'll really enjoy it. The runs do take a bit. I won't, like, even the first one I run, without recording. I mean, recording, obviously, talking through everything, made it go longer. Plus, again, that, like, what was it? Area 2, where I hit, like, every possible enemy and every unknown. Also, like, doubled the time we spent in there. But I think, like, the run I won first time was, like, 2 hours, 40 minutes or something. Granted, you know, I was still getting the ropes. But the runs can go a little long if you do end up winning. But it's satisfying, the way relics and everything comes together, and then positioning on the board and stuff. It's fun. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. I'll talk to you in the next one. Farewell. If you enjoyed this video, I think you might enjoy this one. With that said, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. I'll talk to you in the next one. Farewell.